The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Sometimes I feel
Because it's from YouTube, off of my phone. Yeah, internet is down. The internet is down. The internet is down, so we unplug that, we plug that in there, and then we go. Then we go. Then we go.
And on Three Counties, hello on Talk Radio, is number one lady, Katherine Ball.
Boom shakalak.
Number one lady, but who's the man's voice?
You've heard him on the radio.
Yeah.
You've seen him on television.
That's correct.
You've heard him on the podcast. Live in London.
Yes, where are we from?
Iain Lee.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed.
Never.
Yes. Yeah, me too. Why is Leslie so quiet? Leslie, be louder. Leslie. Oh, here we go. What happened to Leslie? Who did this to Leslie?
What shock.
Thank you.
Trying to silence Leslie.
Trying to silence Leslie just because he's a black man. We will not stand for that. No racism on this show, guys. Except towards the Chinese. Jokes, jokes, jokes. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're very welcome. It's Friday. It's not the last show of the week, though. We're back tomorrow at 10.
You are so lucky.
Live. Not a best of. Live. Tomorrow night at 10. Sorry, Nick. We're live. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. What a shit day. It really is. Horrific news that we were kind of I think we were hearing about it towards the end of last night's show, weren't we?
Right, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think we were hearing about it towards the end of last night's show, but certainly did we not? When we got home, we had, because
I wasn't listening.
Someone mentioned it on my Periscope about Christchurch.
Oh wow!
Horrendous. if you want to call in about that, because that's such a big thing to take in, and although it's on the other side of the world, Christchurch, I didn't go to Christchurch, I went to Auckland, I think. Christchurch is where they've had those big earthquakes, home of the big earthquake. So a place touched by tragedy several times. Listen, we're not really going to kind of delve into it because you've heard about it all day. If there's any more to it, of course, we'll bring it to you. However, if you feel like you want to phone up and talk about it, then we certainly wouldn't turn you away. Because it's such an horrendous... It's just huge, and it's horrendous, and maybe you've got family over there, or maybe it's just impacted on you because of whichever god you choose to pray to, or maybe it's made you have a little rethink about your... I don't know. So we're not really going to kind of dwell on it. There are people throughout the day on this station and other stations who are far better qualified than Katherine and I to kind of go into the details. And I do think, while we can only point the blame at the nutcase that did it, there has been a culture of bullying, laughing at, belittling, mocking, demonising Muslims. So I do think the media around the world and some of the politicians, I don't hold you personally responsible for a massacre. I wouldn't do that. I do think that the industry I work in has certainly got a role to play in that. People. Well, I'm not going to name names. You know the people, but the people who think it's okay to lump all Muslims together. If there's a Muslim bomb goes off, then all Muslims, and I think it's allowed people to think that it's okay to. Anyway, that's some heavy shiz, man. That's some heavy shiz. Would you be calling it? I bet. Yeah. Okay. Put down the music. I bet you wouldn't be calling out the Pakistani Muslim rape gangs. We have done. Yeah. I bet you wouldn't be calling out the Muslim terrorist, Muslim lover. We have done. So that's that sorted. Okay. I don't know why, Katherine. I don't know if this is me being funny or what. I just hate anybody that kills other people, blows them up, shoots them, or rapes them. I just hate those people.
I think that's reasonable.
Whatever their colour, whatever their god, whatever. I just hate those people. I just hate them. So there you go. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call about anything, you would be very, very welcome. Having come off that introduction saying my day hasn't been great, obviously it pales in comparison to what has happened. We know that. So before you start having a go, but I had my second stab at doing my A1 Mod 2 motorcycle exam today. Now, what that means is the A1 means that once you've passed it, you can ride a motorbike up to 125cc, so a scooter, really. You have to do 3 sections. First section is the theory, which I passed. The next one is the Mod 1, which is the driving, but driving around like a little course and doing figures of eights and stuff. I passed that. And the third one is the Mod 2, which is where you go out on the road and you've got a headphone thing, and there's a guy behind you on a motorbike and he's telling you where to go and he's observing you. I failed the first one for going too slow. Failed the first one. Me with a lead foot, I failed the first one for going too slow. I had the second one today and I didn't tell anybody. Did not tell anybody. Now, it was earlier than I thought. It was at 9 7:07. Very precise. 9:07, so I had to get up at 8, and it was near me, and I went, and I was like, yeah, do you know what? It was very windy out today, very windy. A lot of country lanes where I am, and I was getting blown about, and I was thinking, do you know what? I don't care. First of all, I wasn't going to go. Last night I was thinking, I'm not going to go, stuff it. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, because I'm in such a I don't really care kind of mood after the last couple of weeks, after the car crash. Which did involve a motorbike, So I must admit, it's the first time I've ridden the scooter since the car crash, and sitting on it, I felt very, very vulnerable, very exposed. Anyway, I went, and as I'm driving, I'm thinking, I can do this. If the thing I failed on last time was going too slow, then and it was slow. I'll tell you what it was. It was slow on country lanes where it was 50 miles an hour, sometimes 60 when its national speed limit applies. That's what it was. And I'd be doing like 35 or something. So I was thinking, right, if it's a case of just I was going to, I can do it. Just got to hold my nerve and go faster. Fine, I can do that. Got there. They're all ex-coppers, I think. They're very dry. They're nice guys, but they're very dry. And met the guy, put the helmet on, the headphones on, went out, and he asked you the questions about the bike. And he said, what would you do to check the tyres? And I said, right, well, I would check the tread was no less than 1 millimetre. I've got a little toy that does that. And I said, no less than 1 millimetre. He said, yeah, what else? I said, I'd check the tyre pressure. He said, yeah, what else? I checked for, like, wear and tear. He went, yeah, fine, okay. You've got, how would you check the steering? I said, we just do that. I went, yeah, fine. He said, right, you've got pillion passenger, you've got passenger on. What things would you adjust? He said, right, well, I would look at maybe adjusting the tyre pressure on the tyre, because that weighs you down. He went, okay, what else? I sat there literally for 30 seconds. I went, no, well, I had 30 seconds. I went, the light, you might have to point the light down because it pushes. He went, yeah, fine, what else? I said, I don't know. He said, the mirrors. I went, oh, yeah, well, obviously, because I would do the mirrors. I'd do the mirrors every time. But I don't think you can fail on those questions.
Right.
So anyway, and it was windy, and so then we pulled off and we got out of the car park, and we turned left and we turned right. And then he said in my ear, there's a parking bay there. If you could pull into the parking bay. And I thought, oh, no, we've just started. What have I done wrong? So we pulled over, and he took his helmet off, and he got off his bike, and I thought, well, I've failed. Somehow I've failed. And I said, what have I done wrong? And he said, your rear tyre's flat. Oh, no. And it wasn't completely flat, but he said it was flat. And I just laughed. Because I thought, yeah, that's my luck. And I just laughed, and he showed me, and I said, that's it. And he went, yeah. And I said, I'm really sorry for wasting your time. And I shook his hand, and he said, well, listen, it's one of those things. You can book it. You got 75 quid it cost me. You got to pay another 75 quid. He said, but you haven't got to wait 10 days. You can book it whenever, although the next one is 2 weeks away. And he said, there's a bike shop. So he told me how to get to a bike shop. He said, they might be able to help. And I was like, okay. And I went to the bike shop. And the guy in the bike shop looked at the tyre and he went, he stopped you with a tyre like that? And I went, yeah. He said, well, it's down a bit, but I said, can you replace it? He said, there's no need to replace it. If you go and pump that up, that'll be all right. And he looked at it and he said, but... And it's down a bit. He said, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take it off and I'll change the seal. The seal might be letting out a bit of air, but... he stopped the test on that. And I was like, oh, no.
Wow, because those guys normally, will highlight any problems. It's in their favour to do so.
I said, well, could you put a tyre on? He said, I can, but I won't get the tyre till Monday.
Right.
I said, I'll leave it. He said, look, I don't want to take your money because it doesn't need a new... What he did, I mean, it still cost me 60 quid to get him to put a new seal on it and stuff like that. And he was a really nice guy, and it took him a couple of hours, and I went and had a breakfast, a nice fry-up, and I was chatting to him, and to get the back wheel off of those bikes, you've got to take the exhaust off, because the way it's...
Well, it is all tucked in together,
It's all tucked in. And he was working on it for an hour. He charged me 60 quid, which I thought was very, very fair. And he said, look, just be doubly sure. Next time you go for the test, go to the garage before and just pump it up. He said, just go and check the 32. He said, I think one's meant to be 34, but as long as they're 32, you'll be fine. Double check it. I don't think you're going to have a problem. He said, and he said, can't believe he failed. He stopped the test on that. And I was like, no. And here's the thing, right? In the great scheme of things, it's no big deal. But you know what it is, Katherine. And by the way, you passed your Mod 1. We didn't mention this on air, I don't think.
No, we didn't, because I'd kept it a secret, because I cocked it up twice. And I'm talking about, properly cocked it up. First time...
Oh, you did, yeah.
Because I was obsessing about, there's this bit halfway through the test, near the end of the test.
Stay there, Alan, stay there, Noel. Come to you in a second.
Sorry, guys. There's a bit towards the end of the test where you've got to go through, you've got to go up to the end, because it's like in a big sort of playground.
With cones everywhere. It looks wicked.
Yeah, it looks confusing at first, but once you've done it a couple of times, I could probably do it in my sleep now. So they sort of tell you to go up diagonally to the back. You have to go through this kind of alleyway of cones. It looks quite tight, but actually you forget, because you're used to driving a car.
Yeah.
You forget that actually it's, you've got plenty of room. you have to come sort of round this curve, and while you're coming, you've got to be accelerating, and then you've got to chop through this other sort of double row of cones, and you've got to be doing at least 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, it's 50.
No, it's not 50. It's 50 kilometres.
Oh, OK. I apologise. Oh, God, I was zooming through it.
Yeah, well, I hammered it as well. The thing is, because we're on these sort of point and squirt bikes, not geared bikes, you just have to hammer it because, pull back as fast as you can on the throttle because...
No, I think it's 50 miles an hour.
It's not 50.
It's 50 miles an hour.
It's not.
You carry on.
Was it 70 kilometres?
Yeah, it was 50 miles an hour.
All right, anyway.
Because 30 miles an hour is quite slow. That's a little poodle. No, it's 50, because I got up to 47 the first time I did it, and I was allowed to do it again.
All right, hang on, let's have a look.
Trust me, I'm almost a professional...
Anyway, so I was obsessing about that and worrying about getting round the bend safely while accelerating and getting through these cones without knocking any over. And then when you get to the end, he'll either put his hand up for an emergency stop or you have to swerve through some other cones, again, without knocking over. So I was just seeing, like, the end of the test and thinking, I've got to hammer through. Then you get 2 goes maximum.
Yeah.
If you don't get through the speed trap on time, on the right speed, they'll make you do it again. So I was just obsessing about that. I failed the first one within 2 minutes of starting the test.
That's doing the zigzag.
Because you have to do a slalom through some cones, and then when you get to the end, like, they're all yellow cones, and then there's 2 blue ones, and when you get to the blue ones, you've got to do figure of 8 until he tells you to stop.
Yeah.
First one, I don't know whether it was windy or what, or maybe I was nervous.
You were windy.
I put my foot down.
Yeah. Oh.
On the tarmac, and as soon as you do that, you're out. That's
out.
like after the 3rd cone. And you know that moment you go, and that's that then.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the test was easy.
You're a bit dead, bit dead inside.
Yeah, I was like swearing inside my helmet.
This is pointless.
And then the second time around, I told my kids I was going to this thing. Oh, do you think Mummy's going to pass it this time? Yeah, you can do it. And I'd been to practice the cones because I've been dreaming about these cones. And what happened this time was, got to the second to last yellow cone just before the blue ones in the figure of 8. And I was so chuffed I'd done it. Just chopped round them, didn't go through the last cone.
Oh, no.
Again, failed on the cone.
Oh.
So... 3rd time, I didn't tell anyone I was going because I couldn't bear the humiliation, and I thought if I don't pass it, no one needs to know.
Yeah.
I can deal with it myself, and actually, I don't need the pressure.
Yeah.
And by the 3rd time, when I went for it, I didn't care. I knew the exam. I wasn't nervous because I knew who the examiner was. It's the same guy every time, and he'd done the frosty thing with me the first time around. But because he knew I could ride the bike afterwards, we had a sort of chat about it. And he went, "You're going to breeze this. This is easy." So I knew that he was a decent bloke.
Yeah.
Second time around, he was like, "Katherine, you did it again," And so the 3rd time, it was like, yeah, you again. Yeah. We had a bit of a laugh about it. And also, so the mystique had gone.
Yeah.
Because he's one of these blokes who wears sunglasses all the time.
Yeah.
Even indoors.
Ponch.
Scary. Anyway, so
you've done it.
I did it, but now I've got to do that one.
Well, can I ask?
We're doing this for supremacy, aren't we?
Have you booked?
No.
You haven't booked it?
I'm enjoying the stress-free moment of I'm clear.
I've booked another one for 2 weeks.
Right.
So bloody stressful.
So this is a battle for supremacy now because we've got Iain and Cass Motorcycle Club, and the idea
T-shirts are available on IainLee.com.
The idea was whoever passes it first
is the president. El Presidente.
And it looked like you were going to ease it, but I might snatch it.
I can see me not doing this, passing this.
You're bloody doing it now.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can give us stories of flat tyres, disastrous days, things that got wrong, tests that you failed.
Yeah, things you cocked up straight away.
There we go, you see. 0344 499 1000. It costs you pennies at the most, probably free for most of you. You'll speak to Amy tonight. She will take your name and number and give you a call back. We've got Noel Taylor, we've got Alan Caddick. We'll get to them straight after this. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, lovely Debbie, who we met at the Slade.
Yes.
Who was delightful. Just sent me a nice tweet. I'm going to stay in touch with her because she was. I thought she was really lovely and very sweet. And I want to stay in with Team Dave. Love a bit of Slade. 0344 499 1000. Someone's asking what happened to Sam. Sam got a life. Sam didn't like working late nights. You know what? Because he's young. He's young. And
also he's good, so all the programmes want him.
He's really good.
Not
he's
that Amy
excellent.
Isn't. You stick with us, kid, and you'll be off.
Let's go to Noel Taylor. Good evening, Noel.
Good evening, Iain. Good evening, Kath.
Can you invent something that makes the internet here work? Because it's the second night, we've got zero internet, so all I've got is...
My name is Kath.
Got my soundboard, and that's it. No internet, nothing.
Total data.
Sorry?
Total data.
He's invented
it.
He's invented it already. What you got, Noel?
You know that I've invented a paradise Earth by putting mirrors on the light side of the moon?
Okay, yes, I do know that. And this paradise Earth, as we know, is fuelled by faeces.
And excrement.
Feces and excrement, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, feces is excrement. And urine, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. And in order to do that, I've invented a flying saucer that can travel faster than the speed of light.
Now, when you say you've invented it, do you mean you've just thought of it?
Yeah, it's...
Yep. There's a difference between thinking and inventing.
I know that.
Okay, well then maybe just don't use the word invent so often. Replace it with the word thought of.
Yeah, theory.
Well, no, it's not even a theory.
It is, it's a theory.
It's not. It's not a theory.
I'm sorry, but it is.
Well, I'm afraid it's not, because a theory has to have some form of science behind it. And maybe your spaceship that can travel faster than light does have some form of science. Why don't you explain it to us in detail?
Yeah, it's a flying saucer that's got high-powered laser beams, swirling laser beams around its outer edge.
Mm-hmm.
And in the inside of the UFO is electromagnetic waves. So it aims...
Here's a theory. Here's a science, sorry.
Yeah, it aims at a planet and draws off the magnetic pull of the planet.
Okay, so it pulls off a planet.
You aim it at the
whole planet, wow. I mean, I could have a go, but...
a magnetic pull.
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I've done that. So the next step, the ultimate aim, Ian, is to have...
sex.
Planets populate planets by hollowing them out. And how you do this is by having a metal framework around the planet.
Like scaffolding. Planet scaffolding.
Yeah, and you hollow it out, and then you...
Can I just pause for a second?
Yeah.
Welcome to our show, Amy. Carry on, Noel.
And then you put triple glazing on the inside.
Why would you need to... Hang on a minute. Why would you need to put scaffolding around the planet to hollow it out? Because you do that around a building so you can get up the top and so you can get along the... You wouldn't need to do that with a planet, would you?
You would if you was hollowing it out, otherwise you'd be left with nothing.
Well, no, you'd still have the planet. Surely to hollow out a planet, and I'm just... Listen, I'm not the expert here. Don't you just need like a massive drill to drill into the middle... And then, loads of spades to shovel it out.
Oh, and then you put some sort of structure inside it to shore it up, otherwise it'll just crumble.
I'm so sorry. I know exactly how to do it. Noel, you make a hole at one end and a hole at the other, and then you just blow like an egg.
You'd have laser beams to destroy the rock and everything.
Okay.
And the magma.
Okay. The magma.
Magma.
Magma's a great word. Can we all just say magma together at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Magma.
And then you'd fill it with Holy Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
So
that escalated quickly, I believe.
Nobody can better that.
No one can better that.
Nobody can better that.
Here's the thing about the Holy Spirit.
Think of anything that can benefit that can better that.
Here's the only...
Think of anything.
Here's the thing I know about the Holy Spirit. I don't know much about the Holy Trinity, of which the Holy Spirit, I believe, is one of the Holy Trinity. Wait, hang on, is the Holy Spirit the same as the Holy Ghost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the Holy Ghost is God.
No, well, it's integral.
Well, no. So is it the Father?
No, they're connected.
Hang on. As far from what I know from Catholicism, because it's a Catholic belief, we'll get some Catholics listening one day.
Okay.
Is that the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, they're all God.
Yeah.
So each one is God.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree.
Well, you didn't... Neither of you did a second ago. Both of you questioned me until I gave you the scientific evidence.
I don't think I questioned you.
I think you did.
I'd question that.
Okay. Well, now, sir. So you want to hollow out a planet and fill it with God, with God's...
So you need no air.
I was going to say spaff. I don't think that's appropriate. That's
No.
No.
Essence.
The essence of the Holy Ghost.
So you need no air, Ian.
Okay.
So nobody can better that, can they?
No one.
Try and think of something that's better than that.
Custard?
You can't. You won't be able to.
Nunchuckers.
What the hell's that?
Thank you very much.
Baby laughs.
There we go. Thank you. Baby laughs for our southern listeners. Let's go to Dredge, of all people. Good evening, Dredge.
I've invented a pill that cures all known diseases, but it's very much at the idea stage at the moment.
Well, is there a theory behind it?
There's no theory behind it. It's just at the idea stage, as I say.
OK, well...
It's a good idea, don't you?
I'll give you $100,000 for 5%.
Thank you very much. This is sort of Dragon's Den gone wrong.
It's not Dragon's Den, it's Shark Tank. Get it right, boy.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank is the American Dragon's Den because they don't have dragons in America.
This is more like Guppy Bucket.
It's great.
What I was phoning you about was
yes, Dredge. I know what you're phoning us about.
Okay, what's this?
I've seen your tweets.
Some sort of mind melding
Dredge
thing.
has promoted himself to part of the team, and at first I saw a tweet of his. At first I got furious, and I was stomping around and I was kicking the cats. How dare he do this? And then I looked online. We have no legal way of stopping him becoming part of the team.
All right.
We got no legal way. Anyone can do it. Anyone can just say, right, well, I'm part of the team as this. And I've looked and I spoke to my lawyer. My lawyer is Jeeves, and I asked him. And we have no legal way of stopping any of these jokers becoming part of the team.
What is he, like team physio or something?
Go on, Dredge. Tell us what you are.
Entertainment correspondent. With all your entertainment news.
No. Give us the full title, please, Dredge.
Entertainment correspondent spelt wrong.
There we go. That's what he is. The entertainment correspondent spelt wrong.
What, correspondent?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
It was. So, John, as much as I hate you and despise you, you scumbag, and as much as I don't want you or anybody else being part of this team, legally there's nothing I can do to stop it. So, welcome aboard. But I hate you.
I was thinking, entertainment news, how difficult can that be? I mean, you did it yourself on Good Morning Britain.
They told me what to say. I was remembering, when I was at LBC, for about 6 months, I had a job, I think it was Sunday mornings, on the show, on Capital Radio. I had a little slot on Capital Radio. The show hosted by Margarita Taylor, who's such a nice woman, and I would go into Capital Radio on a Sunday morning, go through the papers, and go into her show 3 times, and do funny stories from the newspapers. I'd forgotten all about that. It was the weirdest gig. It lasted 6 months, and then they said, "Well, thanks very much for that. We don't need you anymore." And it was. And I have no idea why I was doing it. I'd forgotten about it. Margarita was delightful, just one of the nicest human beings you can meet, and we never had a conversation about why am I here or why are you here. So
until she had that conversation with her boss, and they rectified things.
If anyone's got a recording of that, I'd love to hear it. Anyway, okay, so let's have some showbiz.
Was that an administrative error that you being on there?
It may have been. Here's the thing as well, right? When I was at LBC. Right.
They meant to get Ian Dale, so carry on.
Weird times, right? My boss, David Lloyd, called me in one day and he was talking to me. And 10 minutes into it, I thought, I don't know I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sat there nodding, going, OK, yeah, thanks. And basically what he was saying was, he said, look, we know that another radio station is interested in you doing a show there. We'd be happy for you to do this show on LBC and the show on the other radio station. And after 10 minutes, I went, I'm really sorry, David. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. And what it was, get this, sliding doors, parallel universe moments, right? I was on a shortlist to take over the chart rundown on Radio 1.
What?
Yes.
My God.
I know, and I'd forgotten about this, and David knew about it, and I didn't. And I went and did a pilot. I went and did a pilot to do, I think it was, now was it Radio 1 or was it Capital? Now I've said that.
Yeah, because he would have been Mark Goodyear, wouldn't it?
Capital makes... Maybe it was Capital. It was Capital. Capital makes more sense. I apologise, but it was the Capital Network, right. The global... Whatever the network was then. I can't remember. Maybe it was global. So, anyways.
So that would have been David Jensen then, would it?
No, it wasn't that long ago, you plum. Anyway, so I went and did a...
That would have been... David Jacobs.
I'm going to punch you. But he's part of the team, so it would then become a tribunal. Hope no one else phones in saying they want to be part of the team, as we have no legal way of stopping them. So I went and did a pilot, and I didn't know any... I had to go... You know, that was Madonna and Ray of Light at number 43, and now it's... obviously, I didn't get the gig, but imagine. It was on Capitol, that was it. Anyway, John, there's some showbiz news for you.
Well, thank you. You've given me some showbiz news there. That's not how it's meant to work.
OK, well, let's do it, and I've got some showbiz news music for you. You ready?
OK.
Here we go. It's 10:35 on a Friday night. You know what that means, Kath?
Entertainment time.
Right, so I thought this was going to be a really big entertainment news story, right? I thought this was going to... When I heard about this, I thought this was going to be trending on Twitter. I thought there'd be a big kerfuffle about it. Nothing, as far as I can see. But anyway, on Sunday, the Goodies are recording a new show. I mean, that is quite... I thought that was quite a big deal.
Wow, that is genuinely amazing.
Yeah, I know. What it is, it turned out it's a radio show they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like going to be an adventure like the old shows they used to do, but they're all doing it.
Yeah. Oh.
Bill Oddie, Graham Garden, Tim Taylor, and the special guest is Joanna Lumley. I'm going to see this on Sunday. It's at the RADA Theatre. It's like this tiny little theatre.
Yes. This is great news.
Brilliant.
Here's the thing, because the three of them haven't worked together for decades. I know they did that kind of live show, but wasn't Bill Oddie pre-recorded in that?
I did go and see that as well. I went to see that in Edinburgh.
Any good?
And yeah. It wasn't, because it was just them with the odd anecdote here and there, but this is meant to be like a plot, a script, some jokes. And Bill Oddie's written some new songs for it.
Wow.
There's going to be a live band there.
This is insane here.
Why did he never mention it when he was in?
Well, because it was 2 years ago.
Damn it.
Thank you. And so it's going to be brilliant. So I'm going to go and see that. And if you're interested, I'll give you a special entertainment news report, because legally you can't stop it.
OK.
On Monday night.
Dredge, thank you very much indeed. I don't want him to be part of this team.
We can't stop it.
We can't stop it. 0344 499 1000. I don't want anyone else phoning in claiming to be part of the team, because we can't legally stop it, but we don't want it, all right? Thank you very much indeed. We've got Rashid, we've got Caddick, we've got Katia. This is really turning into a pretty average, mediocre show. The Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation. Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. This is Not a Drill. We'll be live tomorrow night at 10. It's a one-off. It's a one-off, guys. You're very welcome to join in. We mentioned Charlie Wolf last night because someone pointed me in the direction of his tweets. I spoke to Charlie today. He is in hospital, but he's all right. He's in hospital, but he's all right. I think he's on quite strong meds, which may be why his timeline looks a little bit shonky. But he's all right, OK? So thank you. I was going to thank the person who tweeted me, and I couldn't find the tweet today, so I'm sorry. But I had a nice long call with him, and I'm going to speak to him again in a couple of days, I think. I said I'd give him a call 2 or 3 days. Don't want to bother him too much. And I said he can call me anytime he wants. So, you know, Charlie's all right, and hopefully when he's well enough and he comes out, we'll get him on the show or something. That would be nice. Let's go to Rashid. Good evening, Rashid.
Have I got on before Caddick?
Yes. Although you sound a bit like an Asian Caddick.
It's the girl on the end of the line. She asked my name. I said it's Rashid.
Oh, it's Rashid!
Rashid.
It's Rashid!
Yeah. Why do you?
Ding dong, blue, 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 moon. Blue, blue, moon. Where
the hell have you been?
It's like 2 years.
It's been about 2 years. I feel a bit bad because I feel like I used you guys only to get me through the night shift when I was doing the lorries.
Oh, as soon as he gets a proper job, he turns his back on us.
Yeah, no, but I have been listening in the background, and I've been
in the background. Oh wow, we've been wallpaper. Thanks a lot, Rashid.
Sorry, Rashid. And I said to the girl,
she's a racist. She's a racist. She's anti-Islamic, and I apologise, but she works on Julie's show. And
I said to her, my name is, and she said, can you spell it? So I said, R for Romeo, A for Alpha, S for Sierra.
Did you actually do the
F for Fiera?
And you still got it wrong. Rashid, I do like Rashid, though. I might use that.
Yeah. Well, what do you want?
Your
plastic fan.
What is your
fake fan? What do you want?
I'm a top fan on Facebook. I got a top fan badge.
Yeah, I don't dish those out. Facebook does it automatically, and I'm going to ask them. Facebook also streams live murders, so I wouldn't take anything they hand out as being particularly good.
Iain, what have you got? What is your question tonight, please?
My question tonight is, where the hell has Rashid been? And it's been answered. Wow, that only took 43 minutes. I thought we were going to get 3 hours out of that.
No, I started in the charity sector. I've been to Bangladesh. I went to the Rohingya refugees. I've been in Uganda.
What?
I've been in Kenya, the world's biggest slum.
Have you really?
Unfortunately, there's somewhere in the Guinness Book of Records somewhere for the world's biggest slum.
Yes. Have you really been to these places?
Yeah, because
wow, man. What you? I think you mentioned before that you do a lot of charity work and stuff, but you don't like to talk about it. That's a joke.
No, that's it.
No, but you do. So what have you been doing?
I was in at the deep end. They put me into. They gave me a budget and they said, "Look, the Rohingya need some help." So I went there with £20,000, and I delivered £20,000 worth of aid to a refugee camp. Me and 2 lads from Birmingham. It was like an episode from The Apprentice. I was in Dhaka in Bangladesh.
Wow.
Getting all the stuff
The Apprentice XL. I mean, yes, this is some Apprentice.
I got all the mosquito nets, the blankets, the women's clothes, and then we had to get the transport. And the lads who I went with, they're 2 Bangladeshi lads from Birmingham, and they were telling me, Rashid, Bangladesh is the most corrupt country in the world. You can't trust anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I going to deliver the aid then if I can't trust anybody? So there was a little bit of dodginess, but we managed to get a truck full of aid to the camp, to the refugees, which
Hey, man, that's brilliant. That's incredible.
And it seems all the things I've done in my life, like lorry driving and logistics and warehouse work, it all came
together.
Wow.
Yeah, it all came together.
Well, you're not scared? Because, listen, I went to Pakistan years ago, and I would love to go back, but I'd be too scared now. I went when it was a different country, 21 years ago. It was a different country then, and also I was very naive. Now, being an older man and the world being so... Well, bits of it are dangerous, man. Were you not worried?
The worst thing about Bangladesh is the road traffic accidents. People pray for each other when they're going by road. Like here, when we're going on a plane journey, people say, "Oh, pray for me." There, by road, it's absolutely horrendous. You've got lorries, articulated lorries, coaches, rickshaws, people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
When I was in Karachi, I remember there's big billboard, and they'd have billboards advertising movies and stuff like that. Movies tend to do anything, but we saw a big billboard, and it said something like, and it was like a drawing. Don't forget to slow down. Don't forget when you want to slow down, use your brake.
Wow.
That was the poster. And it was a picture of someone pushing a brake in the car. It was reminded because they just go around the corner. And also, we saw a taxi that had driver, kids sat on the driver's lap, 3 people in the passenger seat, God knows how many in the back, 5 kids in the boot. The boot was open and 5 kids just sat in the boot. It was incredible. So, yeah, I can well imagine that Bangladesh, the standards are even lower there.
Yeah. Iain,
well done. Hang on. Shut up.
The reason why
Shut up. Well done. Thank you for what you've done. I wish I could get. I don't know what I wish. I don't wish I could do it, actually, because I probably could if I looked into it. But I'm really grateful that there are selfless people like you, Rashid. This is genuine, right? There are selfless people like you that will go and do that for other people in the world that are less fortunate. So thank you very much, man.
Yeah, it makes my heart sing to know there are people like that.
It's
nice.
I feel like I've found my calling, a niche like that. I'm enjoying it at the moment.
Wicked. Good. Well, thank you, brother. That's a wonderful thing to do. Go on.
Oh, I was going to say, isn't it funny as well, like you mentioned it there, that everything you've done in your life has sort of built up to that and made you brilliant at doing this. Yeah. It's like it was meant to be. Wonderful.
It was amazing. Some of them... anyway, the reason why I called was...
Apart from that humble brag.
I've written a poem.
Oh, God.
It's a bit cheesy, I know. It's a bit cheesy.
We hate poems, and we hate homemade poems, but...
The reason why I've wrote this poem...
You've travelled around the world. Go on.
...is because whenever there's an atrocity around... a terrorist attack, an atrocity...
Yeah.
Facebook comes alive, and everybody starts tweeting, and... But today... What's touched me is even my own family members. I'm a Muslim convert. I have a non-Muslim family. This what happened in New Zealand. Not even a letter or a sentence, and I don't know why. I don't know. It's just touched me that they're not responding. Like I always, it doesn't mean anything when you put a tweet out. When you put like I stand with Manchester, I stand with. Yeah. It doesn't really mean anything.
Thoughts and prayers. I'm sending thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, it doesn't mean. But today, the lack of it from my own family members, it just.
Go on then. We wouldn't normally, but because it's you, and this is a very special, unique case. Of course you can, man. Go on.
All right. I'm just going to go for it. I've just phoned up to say it. I just don't know why. But I love people. I am a people person. I love people of all shapes and sizes, all colours and creeds. I love everyone, not only black, white and Chinese. In fact, I say more blacks, more dogs, and don't leave out the cats. Sorry, but I don't love rats. And yeah, more Irish. They're being born every day in their thousands. Welcome to this world we share. You're not a terrorist with your ginger hair, which I love, by the way, because of a few atrocities have happened in your name in the past. I will not blame you for every blast. I asked my dad if Guinness would make a halal version just for me, as super malts just don't cut it, to which he said, son, shut it. I love people who pray on their knees. I love people who don't even eat cheese. I get along with vegetarians with ease. I love people that have no disease of hate in their hearts. I love football. I think it's great. But not every fan is filled with hate. In fact, 4 billion of us fanatics worldwide. If we were all hooligans, you would never go outside. So why should Muslims have to hide? I don't love people who carry out diabolical crimes. They don't get a heart from me. They shouldn't get a second thought from anyone. Lock them up and throw away the key. And as for the ones that blow themselves up into pieces, that's some next-level diseases, devil's hearts in the bodies of men. My heart goes out to all the innocent victims of hate, wherever it happens across the globe. From New Zealand to Manchester, you are my brother, you are my sister, I love you.
Hey, that was good, Rashid. That was beautiful, brother. Thank you, mate. Thank you for sharing that.
Thanks, Ian. All the best.
And I'm sorry that it's taken something as shitty as, some arsehole shooting a load of people for you to call us up again, and I hope you'll call us soon.
I'll call you again, mate. All
Thank
the
you,
best.
Rashid.
Kath, all the best.
Bye, Rashid.
What a lovely guy. What a lovely guy. I like that. That was a great poem as well. Thank you, man. Let's go to Katia. We're getting a lot of we're getting a lot of the irregular regulars calling in, which I like. I like it. Good evening. Hello.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
You're welcome. Yes, Katia.
I hear you want people for the team of the correspondent 538.
No, we don't want any. We don't want any team members. We have the team. It's me and Kath and Dredge.
It's legally binding, is it? So.
Well, yeah. Okay. Right. Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus, we're just going to get a load of people phoning up, being part of the team now, and we can't stop it.
As long as it's just Katia. What do you want?
All right, you're the last one, even though we can't legally stop anybody else doing it.
I mean, don't say it, because they'll keep calling.
I hate listeners. Hello, Katia. So you'd like to be part of the team? Oh, of course, that would be brilliant. Just what you would think. Here's the thing. She's going to get kicked out in 2 weeks. So beautiful. That's right. That's what we voted Brexit for. Get rid of these losers.
Yeah, but it make us look good that we've got one in.
Yeah, exactly. So it make us look good we got one, but then she's going to go. We can do it like a tribute.
Oh yeah, play Coldplay.
And be really glad that she's been booted out back to I don't know, France or Poland or wherever it is.
France. Yeah.
Yeah. Oui. Si. No. Si.
Apart from being part of the team, what is my role in life?
Oh, well, that's a big question.
Well, I don't know. You have to come. We're not dishing out team positions. You have to come up with it yourself.
You have to claim one.
We don't want you guys to be part of the team. So we're certainly not going to give you titles.
Okay. Who's got? What do you do? What do you do?
Who's she talking to?
Well, you.
I'm the host. I'm Iain Lee. I'm the strawberry guy. I'm the new model of masculinity guy. I'm the guy that hasn't worked on Good Morning Britain for 8 months. I'm that guy.
That guy. And the lady?
Wow.
What does the lady do?
I think she means you, Katherine.
No, she can't mean me.
She does. She means you.
Heck. Well, I mean, I take the brunt of everything. Basically, I'm the producer.
She's the producer and the co-host.
Yeah, but
Right.
I don't like to talk about that.
She's ashamed of it. That's why she doesn't want to talk about it. So what do you want?
Well, something in between, obviously.
Oh.
Well, at the moment, at the moment in between us is desk. You could be our desk correspondent.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to be that.
Okay.
Are you good on all fours?
Who's that?
Huh?
Are you good on all fours? And would you object if I spilt something on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coffee.
Big time.
Do you object to coffee rings?
Well,
Have you got anywhere I can put a pen?
well, yes.
Okay.
My belly button.
Oh, she's going upwards.
She's drunk as well. Okay, well that's great. Well, you're our desk correspondent, Katia.
Okay.
Down you go.
Thank you very much.
Down you
Get
go.
down on your hands and knees, please.
Okay. Okay, bye.
No. Get down on your hands and knees, please.
Okay. Bye.
No, don't just put your hand over your mouth. Why would your mouth be covered when you're on your hands and knees?
She's worried I'm going to put this in it.
Get down on your hands and knees. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go
her
to
desk voice.
Go to Alan. Good evening, Alan.
Hey, Mark.
Hello, Alan. What you got for us?
Well, we were watching the telly tonight, and I was watching about Wednesday and a wedding.
Katherine?
That's equal to forward and on funeral.
Oh, was it good?
It was really good.
Oh, okay, good. Well,
nice.
I like Andy McDowell. I think she's. I like Andy McDowell.
And he was very funny.
What's that dinging in the background?
My mum messaging me on Facebook. Bedtime.
He's gone! He's gone! He's gone! His mum messaging him on Facebook. It's bedtime. And he's gone. When mum says it's bedtime, you've got fair play. He didn't even do the 5 more minutes.
No.
He just went.
His mum must have the same rule that we've got in our house. Do not mess with mummy, you will not win.
The late night alternative, weeknights from 10, guys, where our listeners get sent to bed via their mums. Let's go to Dave. Good evening, Dave. There's your video.
Oh, brilliant.
Good evening, Dave.
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
Hi, Iain. I've just been speaking to my son. He says you've been arguing with him on Twitter about Michael Jackson. How dare you tell my kid what to believe?
Okay, go on, go on, carry on.
He says that you've been telling him that he's definitely a paedophile and he shouldn't listen to him anymore. How dare you? Okay. How dare you?
Okay. Great work, Dave. You waited 40 minutes for that.
No, not great work. How dare you tell my kid?
Okay.
Was he going for the catchphrase thing?
I don't know. I don't know. 03. I don't know what that was. He's been on the phone for 40 minutes for that. Okay, we got. I don't know what happened in that hour. I couldn't tell you a single thing we talked about. Oh, the goodies.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think it's best we strike it all from the record.
Delete that. Flipping it. 03 44 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Oh, we got a letter. We got a letter from a listener. We'll read that out in a bit. They're not happy about something. It's you, Katherine. This is the late night alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Today's the day for a little ride in the countryside. Let's go now. Blue skies and sunshine for everyone, for anyone. We'll show them how. Today's the day for a layabout, chilling out, busy doing nothing all day long. Oh yeah, and now you're smiling. Don't ever let the feeling go. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day before, sitting back, losing track. Why don't you roll out of bed now and sail away, far away, for something new? Today's the day of laying low, letting go, forgetting all your worries all day long, oh yeah. And once you're smiling, don't ever let the feeling go. Today's the day. Today's the day. Time to get away. A little holiday. Time to let off steam. Dream a little dream. From Sunday till Monday is one way. And today's the day. Today's the day for a layabout, chilling out. Get busy doing nothing all day long, oh yeah. And now you're smiling. Don't ever let the feeling go. Today's the day. Today's the day. Time to get away. A little holiday. Here we go, yes. Dream a little dream. From Sunday to Monday, it's one way. And today's the day.
Sean Maguire. Here we go. Here's a phone in. Songs that have got alarm clocks in. Because that had an alarm clock in. Did you hear the alarm
Yeah.
clock? I can think of Daydream Believer. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring. But it rings and arise. There's got to be more songs.
Yeah.
There's got to be. 0344. This is the show.
Has Wake Up Boo got one in it?
You would think it has, hasn't it? Now we're slightly limited. No, I haven't got it on my computer. I don't. 0344 499 1000. Please stop phoning up, taking positions on the team because we can't stop you, and it annoys me. So don't do that. Instead, phone up.
Saying that, Katia is very sturdy.
She is. I'm going to take my feet off in a minute and take my shoes off and put them back on. The songs that have got alarm clocks in, please. Let's go to Kim. Good evening, Kim. Hello, Kim.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you, Kim. What have you got for us this evening?
I want to join the team. I know you said it annoys you, but I've got something very exciting.
Go on then, what is it?
Okay, so obviously you need a weather correspondent,
Yeah.
but a new twist on it, something nobody else does. You don't see it on BBC, you don't see it on ITV, you don't see it anywhere. Somebody that could just give a little bit of fashion advice as well. Like,
she's combined the two most useless things in modern day.
I mean, sometimes they do say you'll want an umbrella or a light coat. They do.
Exactly. So it's a bit nippy today. You probably want to make sure you've got a vest on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Kim. Well, then, legally, listen, personally, I hate it. I don't want any more members of the team. I hate it, right? Legally, we can't stop you. So let me get some weather type music. Hang on a second. I haven't really got much.
You'll be eating your words, Ian Lee, one day when you leave your house.
Okay.
And you haven't listened to Kimmy. Oh, here we go.
Hang on, that's not great. Here we go. This is the best I can do. Right. And now it's over to Kim with today's weather and fashion. Kim.
Today the weather will be mostly cloudy, quite overcast with a little nip in the air. For those of you who are thinking of leaving the house without a jacket, I'd recommend you do take one. You don't need to go as far as a duffel coat, but a Macintosh would suffice. Looking forward to you tuning in again tomorrow.
Oh, God, she's going to phone us on Saturday! This is Builders Pan Pipes play the Beatles. These ain't pan pipes. This is keyboard pipes. Ah, well. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Russ. Good evening, Russ.
Hiya.
Hi, Russ. What you got for us, Russ?
Well, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, the alarm clock, very loud alarm clock.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, in the song Time, I think, because it's continuous music, there's no...
I haven't heard Dark Side of the Moon. I haven't heard any Pink Floyd for decades. I used to like Wish You Were Here. Wish You Were Here is a lovely album.
Oh, yeah. I prefer that to Dark Side of the Moon.
Is that the one? Is Wish You Were Here the one with the two guys on fire on the front?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice album. Dark Side of the Moon, I don't... yeah, there's an alarm clock on it, is there?
On Dark Side of the Moon there is. I think it's like the second or third track.
Beautiful.
The track's called Time, so...
Russ...
it speaks for itself.
It's on the list. Anything else, brother?
That's it, thanks, Ian.
Thank you very much indeed. There we go. What a nice
Short
guy.
and sweet.
What a nice guy. That's proper. That's a proper call. It's a great call from a great guy. We're looking for songs with alarm clocks on. The Monkees, whenever they did Daydream Believer Live, they had an alarm clock, and they would fire an alarm clock off. Gosh. Oh, poor old Davy Jones and Peter Tork. Half of my favourite band are gone. I was thinking the other day, there'll be one day in my life, if I'm lucky, and by that I mean if I live, that all of my favourite bands will be dead. Imagine. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? All of them. I need to find a group of young men. I need to find a group of young men in their 20s that I can really invest in and watch.
No, you got it wrong. Not young men.
No.
Who lives the longest? Women.
Old people.
Women.
Okay.
You've got to find a group of young women. Little Mix.
Okay, I'm going to get into... Okay.
Or the Spices.
No, because they're all about the same age as me, slightly older.
Yeah, but they're going to live till in the 90s.
No, I'm going to... I tell you what, Little Mix, I'm going to splash out on Little Mix... splash out on Little Mix and I'm just going to treat myself. I want to go nuts. Yeah, I'm going to do that at the weekend. I will... Katherine is not impressed. I'm going to continue, but just to let you know, dear listener, Katherine is not impressed. Yeah, I think this weekend I'm going to spend the weekend just splashing out on Little Mix.
You're not. Not when you come in here, you're not.
Katherine is not impressed with the direction of this conversation.
I mean...
Yet it was her that brought up the group. Let's go to...
There's no mention of splashing in my conversation.
Let's go to Katia. Good evening, Katia.
Hi, right. Baby One More Time by Britney Spears has a school alarm and a TikTok.
Incorrect answer. Incorrect answer. What was the question?
It was alarm clock.
Right, and what did you tell me?
I'm willing to count it. I said...
But whether you're willing to count it or not is irrelevant.
What you're forgetting, Kadir, is the bell is for the teacher and not for you.
Exactly. Although you are a bell. A school bell is not the same as an alarm clock, you absolute muppet.
I'm willing to... It functions the same, doesn't it?
No.
What, woke you up?
Probably woke this guy up. But no, it's completely different. The function is different.
The end result is different, but the function is the same.
No, the function is different. What's the function of an alarm clock, mate?
The function.
The function of an alarm clock. What is it?
It goes off at a certain time.
No. You can thing is, I want specifics. What is the function of an alarm clock, buddy?
It's a clock you have, and you set it to the time that you'd like it to go off at. When that time comes about, it'll go off.
And what are you doing at the time leading up to the alarm going off?
You're sleeping.
Right, okay. And also, you obviously you have it by your bed, and so if you wake up in the night, you can pick it up, look at it, oh, it's 3:30, I've got another couple of hours. Right. The school alarm that you mentioned, what's the function of that, buddy?
You're at school, and your class has ended, and you've got to get to the next one. So to signify this change, the alarm will go off.
Right. I'm going to stop you there because what you're describing is completely different from the first thing we asked you to describe an alarm clock. Completely different.
It is, yes.
Thank you very much for your call, Katia. We appreciate that. That's great.
Got there in the end.
A big guy who admits that he's an absolute bell cheese.
After
and has got
some
things
considerable
wrong.
pressure.
But he did it. He did it. Anyway, let's just get back on the panpipe, the organ panpipe. First time you see the Peruvians playing the panpipes. The first time. Remember the first time I saw that was in Edinburgh when I went to the Edinburgh Festival when I was 16. Oh, here we go. Right. Well, Martin Kellner can go and F himself as far as I'm concerned.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. Come in, Martin, because you have given me. You should have told me he was there, Amy. That is, you're in very serious trouble now. You've made me be rude to a very. Great to see you, Martin.
It's lovely to see you too. Thank you.
So we are. Amy's fired. Martin Kellner's on at 1 o'clock. Songs with alarm clocks in. You've not. I know your show's quite vague. We like specifics.
Very vague.
We like specifics.
It's
and
one of the Boomtown Rats songs, and I can't. It was either She's So Modern or Looking After Number One. It was an early boom. You know, when they were really
they
good.
had more than 2 songs?
They did.
Wow.
They had they had loads of songs, loads that weren't hits, obviously. Yeah. But they did have, before they had Rat Trap and all the ones.
And Monday, those Mondays, those were the 2 hits.
Those were the 2 big hits. Well, no, the others were hits as well. Before that, She's So Modern was definitely.
Really, I don't remember that.
She's So Modern was top 10, and Looking After Number One was top 10. Pretty sure. And one of them had an alarm clock in, but I'm not exactly sure which one.
Okay, well, you've got an hour and 3/4 and no internet. So
there's no internet anywhere.
No internet in the building.
Isn't there?
No.
They've taken that away now forever.
I think it might have got packed up and taken with Talk
Someone's
Sport.
nicked the box, the Wi-Fi box.
Really?
Yes.
I wondered why. I thought it was just me. But
I mean, on the upside, the kitchen is clean.
Kitchen's nice and clean,
but
isn't
we've
it?
got no Wi-Fi.
And there's no we can work without people shouting at men scoring goals.
No goalgasms.
It's a shame. I like a goalgasm.
Can you tease us what was on your show at 1 year? Any idea?
Yeah, a little bit of an idea. I'll probably have a short sleep before I go on, but I went to see Follies tonight, Stephen Sondheim musical at the National. It's brilliant, and I'm not even gay. And it was really, really good.
The results are not back from the laboratory on that yet, gentlemen.
Well, yes,
so
absolutely.
just don't worry. We're still waiting.
You never rule anything
You just
out.
haven't met the right guy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I saw that was so I'll probably talk about that a bit. Also, a bit of a dispute with Christo, who comes on after me. Christo Fufas, because he thinks that new Ricky Gervais thing on Netflix is brilliant. Whereas, I mean, I know you have history with Ricky Gervais.
I'm a big fan of Ricky. We watched the first 15 minutes of it, me and Kath. We thought it was a comedy. Apparently, it's not a comedy.
It's a dark comedy, it says.
Well, I've been told... we hated it. I hated it. You can speak for yourself. I hated it. And then people going, it's not comedy. And I was thinking, I'll go back and watch it, not thinking it's not comedy. And I thought, no, I've seen 15 minutes. I didn't like it. I'm done. I'm done.
Well, I wasn't a fan. Christo thinks it's brilliant. He thinks it's the most brilliant thing ever.
It's getting great reviews everywhere. We're in the minority.
I'm going to watch a full one and see.
Okay, well, you watch a full one and tell me if I should be
I've watched all of them. Even though I wasn't enjoying it, I did binge watch I was just sitting up at night. And
was it because you were waiting for something to happen? You were waiting for it to become brilliant?
Well, yeah, it was. And I was waiting for some jokes, really. Yeah. The only joke I found funny is when they said they'd got a bloke who had found a potato that looks like Lionel Richie. And I thought just the thought of a potato that looks like Lionel Richie was quite amusing. Yes, but that was the only thing that I found funny in it. So.
I'll be prepared for... do they call it flaming? Online, I've had people having a go at me. Oh, you've only watched 15 minutes. You've got to watch all of it twice. I don't like it. It's just because you don't like Gervais. I think Gervais is brilliant, but I think the last few his last few movies have been lousy. The David Brent film was awful, man. It was a stinker. I went to the premiere of that, but no, I was really disappointed. But everyone loves it. I'm sure he doesn't care what the three of us think.
Well, I wouldn't slag him off. I'm a fan.
I think he's great.
And I think The Office is probably the greatest thing that's ever been on TV. I enjoyed Extras. I enjoyed some of his stand-up, but that I just thought. I was waiting for something funny, and it wasn't funny at all.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I know what
it
you
seemed
mean.
a bit maudlin. It also seemed a bit cliched and a wee bit derivative. There was bits of it that because. Spoiler alert, but the nurse who's looking after his father who's got dementia, she's sort of very ordinary, and you know that it's going to be the car share thing all over again. You know, Peter Kay with the woman, and that to me was nicked straight off car share.
It felt to me like the schmaltz of the Office Christmas episode without any of the jokes. That schmaltz.
That was a great episode.
It was beautiful, but there'd been such a slow build.
Yeah.
That it wasn't all late. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
good luck, mate. You're dead to the internet now for saying that. But,
Well, there is no internet, so...
Go and have a doze.
I will.
And
I will.
come back in before one if you feel
I
up to
will.
it.
But there won't be anything more in the show than what I've just told you.
All right. Good.
Well, I might dream something. Who knows?
Who knows? Thank you, Martin. Martin Kellner's on at 1 o'clock tonight. If you want to have a little listen to that, it's always a good listen. We have it on when we drive home. See you later, Martin. Thank you,
Thanks,
mate. Martin. Songs with alarm clocks in. Katia, our desk, says that Brain Dance by Annihilator has an alarm.
How could we have forgotten that?
Exactly. Alan, stay there. We're going to come to you after this.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. Hey, 25% of the tickets for the second Manchester show gone.
Hey.
25% Sunday, May the 19th. It's an early show, 6 till 8. If you bought tickets for the Saturday show, message me directly and you can get tickets for £7. Otherwise, they're only a tenner.
Is our mate coming? With his other two mates?
Who?
Letter.
Oh, the letter. If you want tickets, iainlee.com/event. iainlee.com/event. So who's this nut job, right? So, got a letter. Here's the thing, right? Whenever someone... If you don't sign a letter, you're an a-hole, all right? Listen to this. Listen to this snarky, nasty letter. You sure you want me to read this, Katherine?
I'm cool
It's
with
mean
it.
about you.
Do you know what? I couldn't give a toss.
Dear Iain, lovely to meet you twice at the 3 Minute Theatre, Manchester. This is where we're doing the show in May. It's great.
It's our show
venue.
that we do 50-50.
Yeah, our show. It's the Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle's Rabbit Hole is the show they came and saw. Lovely to meet you twice at the 3 Minute Theatre, Iain, Manchester. Just lately, we seem to be hearing more of your producer than you on the radio. She interrupts you too much when you are speaking on Monday night. Just Mondays. When you said you were looking for a venue on Sunday afternoon in May, you said then you would drive home after the show. The producer said we could stay over again until the Monday. You said no, it would work out expensive. Does the producer... It's a C in producer, not an S. Does the producer bring her husband and children with her on the trip to Manchester? If not, how can she just stay out another night? Hope she would explain to ladies out here one night on radio. Once again, Iain, we want to hear more of you on your radio show. You come across great on radio. Thanks for the McDonald's you bought for us last time you were at the 3 Minute Theatre. It was good fun going outside onto Oldham Street, waiting for them to arrive.
Gosh.
Love from your 3 greatest fans. Well, you couldn't be bothered to sign it, you shitbags. That's my best mate you're slagging off. And also, the Rabbit Hole is our show. Both our names are in the billings. And also, I don't know if you noticed, for like the last year or 18 months, the radio show is our show. She's doing 2 jobs, whereas I'm doing 1. She's producer and a co-host. I'm just a co-host.
But thanks very much for your concern about whether I'm allowed out or not.
Thanks for your input. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't sign it. I don't even think you were at the Manchester show.
No.
I don't even think you're there. But what I will do tomorrow when I've got internet is I'll go online, because I see who bought tickets, and I'll see who bought 3 tickets, and then I'll have your email, and then we'll be in touch.
It's kind of
Scumbags.
hilarious. I now know why they wrote a letter rather than email and stuff, because they're writing from like 1962 when
I
women
know.
had to ask permission.
Oh, God. Dear God.
They're funny.
But thanks for your input, guys. So many kind of sneaky people around telling us how to do our jobs. Kiss my ass.
Fancy listening to this radio show and coming to our live show not knowing what my name was. It's as if, I know, it's all bollocks.
Her name is Kelly Boyle! God damn it!
That's not even my real name.
That is a
I just
Kelly
don't want you to find my husband and tell him exactly what I've been up to.
Your husband might let you spend another night away for work? What is this, 2019 or something? What?
The thing is, right, it's a really long way and it can be quite a tiring drive, so sometimes we stay over.
Your husband might let you have a night away for work?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. He's put it in my head. We should be at it like knives.
Thank
All
you for the
this
letter.
time,
The
blimey.
letter is appreciated, and thank you for all the feedback we get from everyone.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. Honestly, I find letters without signatures. I just find it really creepy, and instantly, I would take that letter a whole lot more seriously if you had the guts to put your name down. I really would. And it's just common decency and courtesy to put your name down when you write a letter. So I don't believe you came to the show. And the same with all the we get anonymous stuff on Twitter, and there's some guy, I blocked this guy, and he's like, why has he blocked me? It's because you're an arsehole. Because you're a rude arsehole, old Macduff. That's why I blocked you. Because you were rude and you were nasty. And I wasn't rude and nasty. Well, listen, buddy. We know who you are, all right? We know who you are, hiding behind the fake name. So don't give me any of that bullshine, okay? I'm going to block everybody on Twitter. If I got how long would it take me to block 99,000 followers? Because I'm tempted. I'm not doing anything tomorrow until the show. Sunday I got the kids. I just put them in front of Fortnite. I'm blocking 99,000 people on Twitter. That's what I'm doing. Let's go.
I'm getting tweets now. Give it more than one episode. It's so worth it. Do you know what? It's just a telly. I'm really not that bothered. We can all like different things.
No, shut up. You can't. You have to like this. If something doesn't grab me in 5 minutes, right? I haven't got time. And whether it's a game or a movie. I started watching a movie the other day because I got great reviews, Faces, Places. I watched 5 minutes and I thought, you know what? Life's too short to spend 2 hours watching this. Same with the Ricky Gervais thing. I've watched 15 minutes, which is actually quite long for me to give something a go. I'm not going to go back and watch 3 hours. Video games. Red Dead Redemption 2, the biggest selling game of last year. And I played it for 45 minutes. People going... Some people went, yeah, it doesn't really warm up until after the first 4 or 5 hours. I went, right, never playing that again. Life is too short, man. Life is too short. And it's beautiful that we all like different things. I bang on about the Monkees, and I've paid to see the Monkees all over the world, and I even spent a fortune setting up a record label. And there are people that message me going, why do you like the Monkees so much? They're rubbish. That's great, man. That's great. That's beautiful.
I really like the films of Pedro Almodovar, and I'm quite disappointed.
You like it because you always see Spanish women peeing.
Yeah.
In those films.
I'm quite disappointed that none of you are watching it, and I think that if you just gave it half an hour, in fact, I insist you all give it half, otherwise you're bad people.
So, listen, it's great that we all love stuff, and we love your recommendations, and we're not always going to like your recommendations. But
it's not, we don't like your recommendations, it's just it's not our thing.
And also, we suggest stuff and recommend stuff, and some of you have watched it, and you've been left scratching your heads, and that's great, but that's partly what this show is we can all kind of suggest stuff, and also I do feel with this Gervais thing that there are a few people pointing at me going, well, you don't like it because he was much more successful than you. I made peace. I was very bitter about Gervais's success for a long time. I made peace with that about 7 years ago. I made peace with that, and I've got nothing but respect for Gervais, and I'm really proud of what he's achieved. And he was always so delightful and so charming to me when we worked together on the 11 o'clock show. So this is not oh God, that guy's gone off and made movies and I don't like. It just didn't click with me. That's all it is.
If you said everything he did was wonderful, people go, oh, you're just trying to suck up to him because he's so much more successful than you. Yeah. You can't win.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it, that someone I worked with 20 years ago, there's people still
looking for
see us as though we're connected. Someone tweeted me today, does Ricky Gervais thank you every single day for making him famous 20 years ago? And I said, yeah, he does, and it's getting quite annoying. I wish he'd stop. But first of all, I didn't make him famous. You know, I did argue him for him to be on that show when half the team didn't want him and half of us did. But imagine this, dear listener, right? Someone you worked with 20 years ago, and people still coming up going, yeah, did you see much of Steve? I've not worked with Steve for 20 years. Yeah, but what's he up to now? Have you seen he's working at that garage? What do you think about the way he fixes his car? I don't know. It's a really weird thing. But in show business, people think that we're all at like sex parties and cocaine parties together and we're all hanging out. I haven't spoken to Ricky for about 10 years. I bumped into him in Oxford Street once. I spoke to Jane, his partner, last year because we were on Good Morning Britain together, and she said a few nice words and passed on a nice message from Ricky about The Jungle, saying that he watched it and loved it, and that was a thrill, you know. That was lovely. We've tweeted each other a couple of times. But that's it. It's someone I worked with 20 years ago.
That's pretty good considering...
That's great.
And the other thing is, great. I think people don't realise that television is so fleeting, right? Yeah. You can work with each other on a series, and just because you see it on repeat doesn't mean that relationship lasted more than 6 weeks.
I always thought it was weird, right, that the Monkees, again, I'm bringing it back to that, the Monkees TV series lasted for little under 2 years, right, and they were together as a foursome for 3 years, and then that was it, right, and they had 18 months of being one of the biggest bands in the world. But for decades after, and then they had the reunion in '86 and they kind of restarted it. But they would always get asked about that two-year period when they were 20 years old and they're in their 50s. What was it like? Well, Yeah, it was great. Anyway, I'm doing this now. Yeah, but what was it like 30 years? That tiny little period. And anyway, listen, if you love Afterlife, that is beautiful, that is great. I would never criticise you for it, just as I would hope you would never criticise me for not liking it. May God bless you. Let's go to these calls. We've got loads of them. Let's go to Alan. Good evening, Alan.
Hello.
Hello, Alan. Sorry to keep you waiting, Alan. What have you got for us?
Problem. I was just going to say, alarm clock.
Here we go.
Day in the Life. Beatles.
Alan!
You found the golden one.
Oh, Alan, thank you. Of course, mate. Well, that's an obvious one. Beautiful. Well done.
And I like Pedro Almodovar movies.
Oh,
and,
good.
Faces, Places is rubbish. So
This guy's us.
Spread it around.
Faces, Places. I don't know. It just popped up in my timeline at some point, and I looked it on IMDb, and it gets like an 8 or something. And the first 5...
Yeah, she's a really great filmmaker, but that's a late work that's overpraised.
It's basically this old film director, a woman, and a young photographer, a guy, and they kind of go around.
Yeah, it's awful. Man, it's bad.
Oh, Alan, this has broken your heart. But But the Almodovar films, it's always shots of a woman peeing.
You know why?
Why?
They do tend to. It's because it shows that they're human. That it's not.
Here's something, Alan.
He was shocked by it.
Did you know that Almodovar made a film with Gary Glitter? Did you know this?
No.
Did you know this?
No.
Oh God, yeah. It's called Jamon.
Oh no.
Jamon. I made myself laugh.
Did you?
There's an Almodovar film called Jamon.
No, there isn't. There's a film called Jamon.
All right. It's even better.
I know.
Jamon. It's even better. That's a great gag. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. That's a great gag. That is a great gag. Your face there, and you thought, what? Didn't know about this. Oh, he's doing the job.
I was thinking, what on earth? How could those worlds collide?
Yes, mate. In the world of comedy,
come on,
any worlds can collide.
Flipping heck, man.
Come on.
But you know why you see him on the toilet and stuff?
Because he's a dirty bastard.
No, because he does tend to go from the female's point of view, and so it's that whole thing of, absolutely real, and the fact that they're not just sort of fragrant, gorgeous things that waft through the world. They need a pee now and again as well.
The peeing it means you don't need to show it, though.
Why?
You don't need to show it. You don't need to show it.
You don't mind them killing each other, but you don't want to see them having a wee.
Yes.
In Hamon, they get killed. They beat each other.
Spoiler alert!
I think they're going to watch it. They beat each other with big legs of ham.
Let's go. Come on. I'm a funny guy. That's what I do. I'm a funny guy.
Who would have thought we'd have got a Pedro Almodovar joke on this show?
Yes, man. This is what we do. It's a very, very cultured show.
Actually, Hamon is one of the good ones. If you want an entry-level one, I'd try that one.
Good evening, Tony.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
Very well, Tony. What have you got for us on this holiest of Fridays?
Alarm clocks.
Yeah, this is a great phone-in. Well done. Yeah, go on.
The Dukes of Stratosphere.
25 o'clock, of course. Dukes of Stratosphere, XTC's Alter Ego.
Yeah.
Great band, released, a mini album and a proper album. Absolutely wonderful. Go and check it out. Thank you, Tony. It's on the list.
No worries, Ian.
Anything else, mate?
No, that's the only one I can think of. They've said the others.
Thank you, man. You're a good man. There we go. This is a great phone-in. What fun. We're having fun tonight. I remembered how to do a radio show. Let's try Ray. Good evening, Ray.
Good evening. Another alarm clock song, "Hole in My Shoe" by Neil.
Oh,
yes!
Raymondo Babaludo!
What?
A rather industrial sounding alarm clock, though.
Hang on. Oh, I can't. I haven't got.
Can't try it out.
I can't. I haven't got internet, so we can't hear it. Oh well. Raymondo Babaludo. That is your name from now on. Thank you, Ray. Anything else?
No, that'll be my lot.
Thank you. That'll be his lot. There we go. Good lad. Let's try Not That Mo. Good evening, Not That Mo.
Wagwan, Ian. What's going on?
Wagwan, Not That Mo. Imagine if he became friends with Mo, that Mo, and then we went, it's Not That Mo, but then it was Mo on it was that Mo.
It's Mo and that Mo.
And
not that Mo.
Not that Mo and that Mo.
Well, Kath named me the good Mo.
Yeah, he is the good Mo.
Oh, good Mo. Okay. Well. I've not made my mind up if you're good, Mo.
But we know you're not that, Mo.
There could be two evil
I'm
Mos.
not a bad Mo. I'm not a bad Mo. I'm a bit crazy, but I'm a good Mo.
We don't know you're a good Mo. There could be two bad Mos.
What we do know is you're not that Mo.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the important thing, Kath, isn't it?
Here's the thing, though, Mo. I suspect you're a mofo.
Oh!
I suspect you might be.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom.
What you got for us, not that, Mo?
You know what? I have watched, Ian, I've watched the most scariest film ever.
Shut the front door. Go on.
Was it the Babadook?
Oh, my God.
Was it the Blair Witch Project too?
Was it 50 Shades?
No. This, and seriously, okay, first thing, guys, do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
Is that the name of the film? Guys, do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
No. But do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
I am very open to the possibility. Catherine is closed-minded. Could you stop texting your boyfriend?
I don't know. I'm trying to organise a night out.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, but I've got to ask that bloke that sent the letter in whether I'm allowed because I've got my quota.
Yes, go on.
Right. What was I going to say? Yeah. Oh, the film. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. The film is called Demon Hell.
Demon Hell?
Yeah. And you know what? It is messed up. It is completely messed up, Ian. Like, and Kath, you've got to see it. I know you're a critic, but you've got to see this film. It's real life. Basically, there's this, like, paranormal investigator from America. He's quite well known. He does these, I think he does these like, shows called Ghost Adventures over there.
Serious investigator, then.
Yeah, he's a serious investigator. Like, he's got all the, those instruments, spirit boxes, and all that kind of business.
Yep.
And basically, he bought the most haunted house in the United States.
What's it called? Demon House?
Yeah, it's called Demon House.
Right.
Like, I think it was out, like, it came out...
It gets 5.6 on IMDb.
Yeah,
that is not a great...
And that is rubbish. That is wrong. That is so wrong. You've got to actually see it, and then you'll get it. Because, it's crazy. He basically buys this house in the United States, and it's got one of the most powerful demons, that's ever been recorded.
Wow.
It's like...
They recorded a lot of them.
Like, if Satan is, level 1...
What?
This demon was level 10.
He's 10 times worse than Satan.
It was one of the close to Satan, and it was crazy. There is so many. What happened was there was a family living there.
Is this based on a true story?
It's true story. It's a true story, and basically, I won't spoil it for you.
You kind of have, but go on.
No, but basically, anyone that got connected with that house either died, either had severe
mental. They went mental.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, they went mental.
Everyone connected with my house will die one day.
And is mental at the moment. All right, not that Mo. I'm gonna. I might check this out tomorrow if I get a chance.
Check it out.
This is my homework. I'm going to check it out tomorrow, and we'll talk about it on tomorrow night's show.
All right,
mate. I'm thinking I'm haunted now. I'm with my best mate. If your best mate is Kath, which she's a goddess, I've got my best mate next to me.
And is he a goddess?
Sorry?
Is he a goddess?
No, it's a she. It's a she.
Is she a goddess or is she a house demon?
She's a goddess. She's my best mate. She's my best mate. Kath is your best mate.
Wow.
We've seen this film. It's messed up.
Can I speak to your best mate?
I'm thinking we're haunted here.
Can I speak to your best mate?
No, I can't at the moment. No, she won't come on. She won't.
Because she doesn't exist.
Oh, she goes to a different school.
She does.
You won't know her. She lives in Australia. Yeah. She's only over for the summer, but I'm going over there soon.
That's right.
She's like my cousin's friend.
All right, not that Mo. Thank you very much indeed. We got Gary, we got G, we got Sally. Stay there, busy on the phone tonight. It's a good old show. 03444991000, the late night alternative with Ian and Kath. Weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Uncut after hours conversation for the up all night generation. The late night alternative with Ian Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
03444991000. Let's go to Sally. Good evening, Sally.
Hello.
Hello there. Thank you very much indeed.
What for?
For coming on the radio show, for being part of this show. What can we do for you this evening?
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yes.
Just ask the bloke in the house for trying to think of a song with an alarm in it.
There we go. This is turning out to be the phone-in of the year.
It's a hot topic.
It's a hot topic. It's a hot topic.
So he turns around after a couple of minutes and he wants me to phone up and suggest...
Okay, this is... Okay, I got a feeling this isn't going to go well.
But at least he turned around, because it could have been a bit muffled.
Maybe he was turning around away from you.
Oh. Boom, shake the room.
By the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah, because it's got tick, 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 boom.
That's a bomb. That's a bomb.
Yeah, don't confuse those two.
Which I suggested, which I said to him.
Jeez, the guy's an idiot.
And he said, yeah, but a lot of bombs have alarm clocks on them.
It's not a bad point, but it's a dumb point. It's not a bad point, but it's a dumb point.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid we don't want songs with bombs in. We can do that again, probably slightly inappropriate today, I would imagine. So we're sticking with the alarm clocks.
Okay,
but we cannot. We cannot allow that.
No, Rob. Don't make it. Don't want him to feel bad, especially on tonight.
Oh, I want him to feel terrible.
On a Friday night, everyone should be feeling all right, but he's wrong.
I want him to feel terrible. Thank you. Anything else, Sally?
Line of Duty. Watch Line of Duty. It's brilliant.
Oh, for God's
sake. And if we don't?
You hate us?
No.
You're going to do a Big Balls McDuff and slag me off?
Oh, don't stop. Oh.
He's a nut job. He's a nut job. He's a nut job. He can kiss my ass. He's a bloody nut job.
I just want to get along with everyone.
Well, then, you know what? I'm getting my block hammer out and I'm blocking everybody. No, he's an arsehole and he's a troll and he's a nasty piece of work. So he's some of the messages he sent me, not interested in dealing with people like that. Scumbag. But Sally, thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Marilyn.
Hello, Ian and Kath.
Hello, Marilyn.
I don't know if this will count as Daydream Believer.
Well, do you know what? It does count, and we're going to put that at number 1 on the list because it's one of the greatest pop songs of all time, Marilyn. Well done.
Yes.
Did you ever have a crush on Davy Jones?
Not particularly.
Who did you have a crush on then? Like Frank Sinatra?
Well, no, I was Elvis and, believe it or not, Cliff Richard.
Oh, you one of them? Okay, fair enough.
I'm a long way back.
Oh, both good-looking guys.
Hey, Marilyn, I don't know if you know this, but my grandma Florence used to be Cliff Richard's girlfriend, or so she told me, for about 10 years. She wasn't at all. She used to come and see her mum in London. We didn't know that she was coming to see her mum. She used to say she was going to see her boyfriend, Cliff Richard.
Oh, blimey.
Has she been having your own?
Yeah, she has, but what a lovely fantasy.
Marilyn, thank you for your suggestion. We're on tomorrow night at 10 as well, Marilyn. I don't know what you do on a Saturday night, but if you're bored, you can listen to us.
I just listen to you on a Saturday every night of the week.
Oh, well, the Saturday's normally a best of, but Katherine and I are actually live tomorrow.
Live. I heard you saying earlier you're live tomorrow night.
We are live tomorrow night. All right, Marilyn, maybe we'll speak to you then. Have a good night.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. Tutty-bye. Tutty-bye. Let's go to Gary. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening. There we go. Respect. Respect is due.
Respect.
Respect.
Always.
Thank you.
Always. A couple of things.
Yes, sir.
So, the alarm clock one.
Yeah.
Wake Me Up by Avicii.
Sing it.
So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wider and I'm younger. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was gone. Is that good enough?
I want more.
I wake me up when it's all over.
Kath knows it.
Yeah.
Where does the
I don't remember an alarm clock.
Where's the alarm clock?
Wake me up.
Where does the alarm clock ring, though?
Yeah, but wake me up.
Sorry?
You know, when you can set your phone to whatever you want it to be, the speech or
just the phrase "wake me up" is apparently an alarm clock. Where are you, Gary? In the country? Whereabouts are you?
On the train, on the way to Bedford.
On the way to where? Bedford?
Bedford. Oh,
okay. I can pop over on my way home.
That's my second point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to come and we're going to come over after the show and we're going to batter you. Oh, look! Pretending his signal's dropped.
Let me just text my husband and get special permission, obviously, to go to Bedford. But I'm sure I can fix it.
Unbelievable. Good evening, G.
Evening, boss. Evening, producer Kelly.
Kelly Boyle. Short for Kelledral.
No, short for biological reasons.
Go on.
With alarm clock.
Here we go. This is it. Come on. Keep that vibe going.
Here we go.
Here's the vibe.
Craig Morgan, wake up loving you.
Wake up loving you. That sounds highly inappropriate. I don't know the gentleman or the song. What is it?
Well, usually I listen to the first bit because the alarm clock is right at the beginning, then I just switch it off and roll over and go back to sleep.
Okay, so is he talking about an actual alarm clock? So there's okay, fine. It's on the list. If I were writing a list, it would be on the list.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, G. 0344 499 1000. For the first... That air conditioning's gone off. For the first time this evening, Katherine, the switchboard is empty.
We're at a Lucy, are we?
Did we do the 22 break? We did, didn't we? Thank you, Amy. We're at a Lucy, yeah. The first time the switchboard is empty. I'm gonna... Do you know what will be great? I wish I still drank, because right now... Hang on a minute, I'll take this. Right now, let me just take... Yeah, yes, Gary?
Oh, sorry, I got cut off.
Yes, you did. You're gonna...
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, Gary. So I believe you had a second point you wanted to make before we came and cut your ears off.
Yeah. So I've been to a concert tonight at do you know the Roundhouse near Camden Town?
Yes. Yeah, not only do I know the Roundhouse, I've been there many, many times. Not only have I been there many, many times, I've played the Roundhouse. Let me explain.
Wow.
David Byrne set up an installation where it was a keyboard in the middle of the Roundhouse that was connected to the building, and it would play the Roundhouse. You would play notes on there, and the Roundhouse would be amplified and it would make noises. So in many ways, in one way, I've played the Roundhouse.
Can I give you my Roundhouse input?
I've seen Jane Birkin there.
Oh,
I've seen the Bare Naked Ladies.
What a great venue, isn't it?
I've seen the Bare Naked Ladies there many times, and I'm sure...
First time I've been there tonight.
Shut your face.
What a great venue.
Shut your face. And I'm sure I've seen many... I've taken my children to see the Bare Naked Ladies there. I've met Howard Jones there. I've seen many.
So you're familiar with it?
So shut your face. Catherine.
3 things about the Roundhouse.
Yeah, you're holding up 4 fingers.
That one comes up of its own volition.
Okay.
3 things.
I mean, you've been there 4 times, Catherine.
I haven't ever been. I drive past it on my way home.
Is that one story?
Every night, right?
That's one.
And I'm going to do that tonight. On my way.
Be quiet, Gary.
I'm going to drive past it tonight.
Be quiet, boy.
On my way home. I'm going to drive past where I live. I'm going to go to Bedford.
Yeah.
I'm going to find you. And
yes.
I'm going to punish you.
Wowzers.
Oh, my God.
And
what does that mean?
No, not what you think, boy.
Wait and find out.
Does it involve whips or...?
Boy. Thing is, a real whipping actually is very, very nasty. It leaves welts.
Yeah.
I just need a moment.
Okay.
Third, my granddad used to be an engine driver.
Oh.
Now, did they turn the trains round? In a roundhouse.
In a roundhouse.
Uh-huh.
In a roundhouse.
Yeah, that's why it's called the roundhouse. It's where they used to take the trains.
But he didn't do it in there. He didn't do it in. He didn't do it in there. He did it
Not
in
that roundhouse, just a roundhouse.
Okay, so it's
That'd be
irrelevant.
really tight to do it in there, right?
It's irrelevant.
You take the engine off. You've not got all the carriages.
There was a fashion for a while in the late 90s, early noughties of driveways that could be turned around. So you'd park your car on it, facing the house, and then in the morning you'd turn a handle, press a button, and it would turn around.
Like
so
a turntable.
Do you remember that Fisher-Price garage used to get?
Yes, I do, mate.
And it had one of those at the top.
Yeah.
Anyway, beautiful stories.
You've opened up a really, really interesting conversation there, Gary, which is a surprise, as you're a knob.
Oh, wow!
I'm joking.
I have a big one, but thank you.
Steady on, Gareth. What was the other point you wanted to make? So you've been to the Roundhouse. It's a great venue, isn't it?
It is an amazing venue. The first time I've been there, I was really impressed with it.
Who did you see?
So I saw Embrace.
Oh, Danny McNamara.
Yeah.
Yeah, good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine, Danny McNamara.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really good. They did their first album, The Good Will Out.
Okay, gosh, they're back because they split up, didn't they, a while ago?
Yeah, and they got back together.
Okay.
And then they did the whole album.
Good for them.
And it was amazing.
Very fashionable.
It was a really good turnout as well. It was absolutely packed.
There you go.
A boy gave me that album once. I never listened to it.
I mean, it's like Oasis Light.
Yeah, ish.
Yeah.
Not with the growl, though. Not with the growl.
Okay. All right, Gary, thanks for calling back, man. I'm sorry I called you a knob. That was out of order. I was just showing off to my mate.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all right.
It's genuinely not all right. Thank you, Gary. 0344 499 1000. Who still does the old...
Oh, I think my brother-in-law.
Oh, he's soldier, isn't it?
RF.
Yeah, soldier. Flying soldier. So,
You used to be able to do it.
What's the point of it?
What?
It's pointless. You got phones now.
Codes in it.
You got phones.
Sometimes you can't use the phone, depending where you are.
Turn your phone on. I will call now.
Angry emoji.
They are turning their phones on! They will call now! We must intercept the calls! We cannot intercept the calls. We do not have the technology.
I have to get the permission from the Facebook.
They have defeated us again. They have defeated us. Damn you. Well, we will not give them an extension of their Article 55. Article 55. We will not extend it. This will learn them English swine dogs. Swinehunds. Swinehunds, hunds is hounds.
Yeah, I know.
Swine dog, pig dogs.
Yeah.
Scheiße.
Oh.
Scheiße, der Kaiser. We will not extend their Article 55. This is nicht gut. They are swine dogs. I will destroy them. That's what's happening. That's why we should use mobile phones and not the old thing there. Right. Okay.
Oh my word.
Okay. That was satire. That's my interpretation of what's happening over. That's what's happening over in Europe right now.
And scene.
Right now, that's what's happening over there in Europe. Imagine if
it's like the Now Show.
Imagine if what was happening over in Europe was like World War II. I think it'd be something like this. What is this? They want to extend Article 55. Nein. And then they get that scene from Downfall where it's Hitler going nuts, but they dub it. They do the subtitles, but it's all about Theresa May and David Davis. I'm there, man.
Great.
I am there. I'm a funny guy. I'm doing funny stuff. I'm riffing. I'm rolling. I'm rocking and I'm reeling.
Put something in about bent bananas.
You got to put something in there about the bent bananas. They want the bananas bendy. Was is wrong with the side bananas? A lot of fun there. Matt, stay there. You're going to be the first call after midnight. It's going to be a great last hour of the show. If you'd like to take part, dear listener, it's 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle. Oh, and tomorrow night as well is a one-off on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Back, losing track. Why don't you roll out of bed now? We'll sail away, far away, for something new. Today's a day for laying about and chilling out. Get busy doing nothing all day long. Oh yeah, and now you're smiling. Don't ever let the feeling go. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day now to take a ride in the countryside. Let's go now. Blue skies and sunshine for everyone, for anyone. We'll show them how. Today's a day for just laying low, for letting go, forgetting all your worries all day long. Oh yeah, and now you're smiling. Don't chilling out. Get busy doing nothing all day long, oh yeah. And now you're smiling. Don't ever let the feeling go. Today's the day. Today's the day. Time to get away. I need a holiday. Time to let off steam and dream a little dream. From Sunday till Monday, it's one way.
It's David Jones and Peter Noon. David Jones and Peter Noon. Here's the thing. Of course, he's sounding
Part
all
of
Cockney.
London's he from?
He's all Cockney because he was the Artful Dodger on Broadway. He was the Artful Dodger on Broadway, 1964. Him and whoever. So he was a big Broadway star, like, proper Broadway star, which is how he got the Monkees. He was the only one that was a shoe-in for the Monkees, all right, because he was a big Broadway star. Here's the thing, which is really interesting. I think this is interesting. Some of you won't. But you know, everyone talks about the night that the Beatles were on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Mhm.
53 million people watched. Crime dropped by 80% while they were on. And all of this stuff, right? You know who else was on that show? Little Davy Jones and the cast of Oliver were on that same first appearance of the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. Davy Jones was on there. Doing all of that. All right.
Would you Adam and Eve it?
Whoa! I wonder if I can. Let me just Davy Jones.
That is a coinkydink and no mistake,
Isn't it?
Governor.
Davy Jones, Ed Sullivan. Here we go. It's
Now from Lionel Bart's musical hit Oliver at the Imperial Theatre, here are the youngsters of the show and the English star Georgia Brown singing her hit recording of As Long As He Needs Me. Let's have a wonderful hand for it.
Keep with the top hat.
Oops. All right, then, Dodge. Let's show 'em how a quality gentleman treats their ladies. How's it go, darling? It's all bowing and hats off.
And don't let your petticoats dangle in the mud, my darling.
And I shall go last.
No, I shall go
No,
last.
I shall go last. Smile if it kills ya.
I do anything for you, dear. Anything for you. Mean everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere.
He's about 15 there, I think.
Smile anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I see.
Would you climb a hill?
Etc. But the same. Can't stop it now because it's on my phone. But the same episode that the Beatles were on. Isn't that something? And then he became bigger than the Beatles. Good evening, dear listener. This is the last show of the week, except it's not, because Katherine and I will be back Saturday night, 10 o'clock. It's a one-off. Normally there's a best-of. We will be live. We hope you will call in. Not sure what we'll do. We might just do call straight to where we'll see. Be the same old rubbish. But tonight we're talking about songs with alarms in. And that's it, I think. 0344 499 1000. Thank you for your call, Simon in Salisbury. I know you can't come on the show, but thank you for that. And thanks for giving us the heads up there. Hello, Matt.
Hello, I've got a song, Ring the Alarm by Tenor Saw.
Okay, by whom?
Tenor Saw, the reggae singer.
Kenny Saw?
Tenor.
Tenor Saw.
Tenor.
Saw. Tenor. Tenor Saw. Tenor's.
Tenor lady.
Tenor lady?
No, but tenor saw.
Your one's ties, tenor lady. Tenor Saw. Okay.
I thought you'd get that bit.
Okay.
Tenor Saw, Ring the Alarm. If you
Tenor
put it
Saw.
on YouTube, it'll come straight up.
Oh, okay. But is it an alarm or is it an alarm clock?
No, the song's just called Ring the Alarm.
Okay, that's not the... Kath, you take over. And tag.
Oh, God.
I've only been listening for the last 3/4 of an hour, so...
Okay, well, here's the thing, Matt.
Is this the guy that can come 13 times in a day?
No, that was Henry.
Okay, sorry.
And he's cut
God,
down.
no.
He's cut down from 25, which is how he found the time to ring us.
Oh, by the way, we have to say, and this is quite sad news, Sheila is currently in a police cell. Carry on, Catherine.
Yeah. So, Matt, we were looking for songs with actual alarm clock sound effects in.
Pink Floyd Time.
Had that one.
Yeah.
You've had that?
Yeah.
You've had that.
Try another one.
All right. Well, I can't think of any more off the top of my head.
Tricky, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I didn't get the full quiz, but I know now.
OK. Oh, no worries. Listen, we appreciate you calling in, Matt. Try again later. Thank you very much. Cheers. Tutty bye. Let's go to that, Mo. Good evening, Mo.
Good evening, man. Can you please play an R. Kelly song?
No.
Why?
Because he rapes children. Next.
That's not true. Sorry.
Yeah, it is true. It is true.
Did you watch the interview? Oh, sorry. Did you watch R. Kelly's interview on ABC, I think?
Mo, if you just called in to talk about R. Kelly, I'm not really in the mood, mate. What can we do for you?
Can you just play, like, TikTok by Kesha then?
No. What do you think this is? Heart phone-in for lonely arseholes? No. This is a phone-in show. It's a talk show. It's a talk radio show. This isn't a phone-in. This isn't a phone-in for losers. This is... Well, no, it is. Correct that. I correct that. It's not a musical request show.
Can I?
You can, but you won't listen.
Mo?
Yes?
TikTok by Kesha. Where's the alarm clock in that?
It's just like, I thought, like, you were talking about alarm clock effects.
Yeah, but you were on when I was just telling Matt the mistake he'd made, and surely you were listening, right?
Yeah, I was, but, like, TikTok has, like, alarm clock references, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's not got the sound of an alarm clock, has it?
Well, that's almost impossible, then.
Well, that's why it's a game.
Well, it's not, because we've got about 8 or 9 already.
Yeah.
So it's literally not impossible.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Let me just think for 1 sec.
Okay.
TikTok? Nah.
You already said that one.
Countdown? The final countdown. Dun, 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 dun. That one.
Now one with
the
an
final
alarm.
Countdown.
Now one with an alarm clock in it.
Gwen Stefani.
That's a person.
Sweet Escape.
Are you just saying?
Okay, let me think of it then.
Are you just saying words now, Mo?
Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani has an alarm clock in it.
Does it? Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mo.
Thanks so much for your call, Mo. I really appreciate it. I'd actually rather talk to the next caller, which is unusual, because it's George. Good evening, George.
Good evening.
Good evening, George.
Barry Maguire, Eve of Destruction doesn't qualify, does it?
Well, does it have an alarm clock in it?
No.
Then no, it doesn't.
I mean, it is a tricky concept.
It simply doesn't qualify then.
It just sounds like an alarm song to me.
No. It's not. I'm going to be... No. Does it have an alarm clock in it?
No.
Then it doesn't fit into the criteria of songs that have alarm clocks in, which is what we're looking for. Thank you.
I asked the question. But can I finish my story at last at the end of the week?
Is it about you getting blown off in a car by a copper?
No.
Okay.
I mean, just to...
Did you finish the story then?
Just to summarise.
Let's summarise, yes.
I find myself in this...
Times of trouble.
...underground car park and with a girl...
Oh, no, not that story, George. It's honestly, it's not as exciting as you think it is.
It's got a good ending to it.
Let's just jump to the ending. So, and the punchline is...
we're in court and accused of outraging...
We know, let's just get to the end.
...public decency.
Yep, we know, yep.
And the girl I'm with, she speaks first and tells a lot of lies.
Oh, so she lied as well as the coppers. Okay, yep, okay.
And
you're the only one telling the truth in this. Okay, fine.
What she was boasting about?
And she says, I don't suck white men's cocks.
All right, okay. Jeez,
And there's a black guy sitting in court, and he's got a big smile on his face. And then it's my turn to give evidence. I tell the truth, and I tell them that the girl I'm with has lied, and
She does.
She does.
Everyone in court knows that I'm the only one telling the truth, but still get fined 15 quid and have a conviction for outraging public decency, and that's what turned me into a revolutionary. That experience, and
that's your origin story, I believe the kids would call it.
Origin, I don't know. I got home from the court and found out that my Bang & Olufsen sound system had been stolen, and I'd paid about 3,000 quid for it.
What a day!
So it's. I'm not a very good storyteller.
No, you're not.
But it is a good story.
It is. All right.
And thank you for letting me
You're welcome.
tell the end of it.
Yeah, it was nice doing it as a serial over 3 or 4 episodes. That I think is the way to do
it might
these
have been
things.
5 episodes.
Well, there you go. You see, it's like old Doctor Who when the stories are stretched out.
Good to edit them all together.
It'd be good to make a movie of it, a blue movie, a bluey.
Good to do a phone-in one that day, I think, of people who've been stitched up by the police. I've never heard that phone-in before.
Do you know what? That's not a bad phone-in. Ever been stitched up by the police? But here's the thing, right? Most people who've had negative contact with the police would claim they were stitched up.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the truth. I mean, when I was in prison for
everyone's innocent in prison.
No, a lot of them would say they were in prison for crimes that their friends had done.
Yeah, everyone we know that everyone in prison is innocent, of course.
No, that's not true. It's.
What surprise? George isn't actually listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Yeah, well, it's a well-known phrase. Everyone in prison is innocent, because when you go to people in prison will always say, I didn't do it. I was just framed. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
you got the wrong guy.
I spoke to many people in prison who told me that they did do what they were in prison.
Then there you go, George. Then that truism isn't true anymore. Well done for pointing that out. Okay, so what do you want to say?
What do I want to say? I want to say good evening.
Okay, good evening. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Peter. Good evening, Peter. Jeez. Why is it so frustrating? Good evening, Peter.
Oh, hello there. You were asking about songs with alarm clocks in them.
Yes.
What about Pink Floyd and Time?
Yes, it's the third time we've had that one suggested.
Well, you see, I've just come back from work, so I didn't quite catch it.
Yay! Have you come back from work, or have you come back from the pub, Pete?
No. Well, in a way you can say that, because I'm a DJ, you see.
Here we go. Where were you playing tonight?
A little bar in Manchester called Rebellion.
There we go. Beautiful. Big crowd in. What was it? Friday night? Big crowd?
They always is. There's 3 of us on. I took the early shift today.
Oh, it's very sensible. And what now? Here's the thing, right, with DJs, because back in the day, they would carry big cases of records. Then they were able to kind of small that down a bit. Small that down. Small.
Size that down.
Size it down a bit by carrying CDs, and obviously you can get more tracks on a CD. But nowadays, it's just like Is it your laptop?
Yeah. Laptop's wired up to a couple of Marshall speakers.
Right, but are you actually doing anything, or do you just make a playlist before and just hit play and then pretend that you're doing stuff?
No, well, you see, you've got to account for requests.
Right.
So you've got to be very alert and very quick.
Very alert.
I usually have 2 laptops, you see.
Okay.
While one's playing a song, I'm preparing on the other one.
Oh, okay. And what were some of the requests you got tonight, Pete?
Well, it's quite an heavy rock sounding kind for requests, like Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Judas Priest, Motorhead.
Flippin' heck, man, that is quite heavy rock. Well done, brother.
Yeah, I just love the job.
Yeah, it's good when you love your job. We love our job most of the time, don't we, Kath?
Yeah.
We got the best job in the world. You got the best job in the world. It's a blessing, Peter, when you get paid for doing something that you love.
It is. I keep pinching myself sometimes, and sometimes I still think I'm dreaming.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I never thought at the age of 51 I'd still be doing rock DJ, because I've been doing it nearly 30 years now.
Well, you must be tired. Peter, it's nice to talk to you, man, and go and crack open a beer if that's your thing. Sit down, maybe smoke a doobie, I don't know. Yeah, we know, Peter's a player. Smoke a little fat one. And just chill out, man.
I don't even know what you mean.
Yeah, dirty boy. Nice one, Peter. Thank you very much. Report him to the police.
Definitely.
He's taking drugs.
Definitely.
He's taking drugs.
Peter in Manchester. Should be easy to find.
Drugs. 0344 499. Oh, yes, I wish I still drank, because, do you know what I would love now? Look, I just open a bottle of scotch.
Well, blimey, straight to the scotch.
Just get a scotch going. Just do the rest of the show, just with ice. It's got a bit of water in it. I like
scotch?
I used to like Jack Daniels and Coke, but so much
Coke,
you
like Coke,
couldn't taste the Jack Daniels. But yeah, just sipping. Just sipping. The show get a little bit looser, and just relax. Just relax a little bit, and just get a little bit tipsy. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Just that kind of vibe, I think, would be nice.
Lovely.
Thanks very much indeed. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is a phone number if you want to give us a call. I really need a pee. Let's go to Rob. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
I'm thinking that this is the best show of the week. I think this is a strong show today.
I mean, the last hour yesterday was an absolute storm.
Oh, that was nuts. That was prompted by me having a little hissy fit and playing a 19-minute song by Yes, playing prog rock, cause magic.
But that hit the reset button, didn't it?
I'm tempted to play a 19-minute song by Yes. There are many every night. Because it was the last... If you missed it last night, Rob, the last hour was very, very special. We had a man called Dave who can come 13 times...
Henry.
Henry, who can come 13 times a day.
13 times a day? That reminds me of the old 80s guy. Is it King Dong or something like that?
I remember King Dong, but I thought King Dong just had a massive schlong.
About 22 inches, apparently, allegedly.
Apparently so, yeah. King Dong. I've not heard that.
It's good that he had that name, though. It all fits.
Well, I don't think it did fit. That's the problem.
Oh, dear.
But he would certainly have a go. King Dong. All right.
Anyway, Ian, I'd just like to congratulate you. It's a fantastic show.
Thank you.
My wife, Fiona, and I lay in bed till 1 o'clock in the morning with our 4 dogs.
Oh.
And it's brilliant. It's Brexit-free. And I share it as much as I can.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Rob. That's what we want. We need, it's not the biggest audience, let's be honest, but it's the best audience. We've got the greatest listeners and the greatest callers. And we appreciate that. Can I ask a personal question, Rob?
You certainly can.
Do you ever, when the dogs aren't looking, get a little bit fruity with your missus while you're listening to the show?
No. We've got a dog called a Bedlington Terrier.
Yeah.
And they're famous for smelling. They can sniff things out. So plus we're sort of that sort of age. So
there's no. Here's the thing: is you're never too old to rut.
Oh my God!
But you're suggesting the dog would start sniffing.
Sniffing. He's a nosy bastard.
All right, I just okay. Well, I apologise for prying. And
can I ask a personal question?
Yeah, go on, Kath.
You certainly can. Yeah.
Rob, what are the dogs' names?
We've got Remy the Bedlington Terrier.
Yeah, Remy.
Okay. We've got Montana the Staffordshire Terrier.
Montana's a great name.
It is. Yeah. We've got Harlow the Chihuahua.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got Coco the teacup Chihuahua.
Oh, so 2 decent-sized ones and 2 little ones.
Oh, and do they all sleep on the bed?
Unfortunately, they do. I mean...
Can you imagine?
I can, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they do, but...
Here's the thing. I've got my 2 of my cats sleep on my bed. There's nothing better than having animals sleep on the bed. There's nothing better. It's great, man. It means I can't move my legs in bed because they sleep down by my feet right in the middle and they sleep on top of each other, so I can't move my legs. But there's something great about having animals on the bed, isn't there, Rob?
Definitely. Now, the other thing I was going to say...
Yes, sir.
The last caller, is it George or something like that? He reminded me of David Bowie.
Oh, most people say Dennis Norden.
No, I'd say David Bowie, because the voice, the sort of shaggy pile carpet.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, when he phones in, I will try and picture David Bowie while I talk to him.
All right, but great show, Ian. Keep it up, mate.
So lots of love to you and your missus and the dogs. Thank you, Rob. There you go. 0344 499 1000. The switchboard is empty. It's done. It's over. So you seen the headline acts at Glastonbury?
No.
I don't know if I'm allowed to have an opinion on it, because I ain't going.
I will permit you.
Imagine a world where you're not allowed to have an opinion on something.
No.
We all got to like the same stuff. Imagine. So Stormzy was headlining.
Right.
So are the Killers and the Cure. You're so wonderfully, 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 wonderfully pretty. Except they don't play that song in concert anymore.
Why?
Because it's the hit. Although that picture of Robert Smith looks like Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Gosh, it does, doesn't it?
I've met Robert Smith.
Or Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I've met Robert Smith. Really nice guy. Really, I was a bit intimidated to go and say... He sort of came over and said hello to me at a thing. And I was too nervous. And I just went, all right, mate. I was just too nervous to speak. I'm not a massive Cure fan, but he's a big bloke. Tall. I seem to remember him being taller and broader than me. It was probably the hair was doing something. But broad man. Very big man. Yeah.
Right, the Cure's kind of passed me by a little bit, but they're the sort of... I'm glad they're about.
Oh, God, yeah. I'll tell you a great Cure song, early one, Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant... And Killing an Arab's a great song as well. I mean, it's probably politically incorrect to kill Arabs these days. But Boys Don't Cry, some record.
Love Cats, isn't it?
No, Boys Don't Cry. It's a different song to the Love Cats. But I think Kylie is playing, but she's not headlining. You off Kylie now?
I was never really on Kylie.
Again,
I like the fact that she's about, but nah.
The Killers. Who are the Killers? Are they Monster? What's that coming over the hill? Is it Monster?
No, they are.
Are we humans or are we dancers?
Yes,
it can be both.
Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend who looked like. Actually, at Live 8, which you won't remember.
Why wouldn't I remember Live 8?
You were having a good time.
No, I wasn't. I was clean.
Oh, were you?
That is libel. I was clean at Live 8.
Didn't you leave, though?
I left after The Who, I think. It was boring.
All right. Anyway.
No. I was clean at Live 8. I was very clean. Although I did...
You weren't really paying attention, though, were you, at Live 8?
What do you mean?
Because you were working and schmoozing and
I was working for the first 2 hours for Capital again. But then I was backstage hanging out with Ulrika Johnson and... a well-known radio broadcaster who was coked off his nut. It was embarrassing. But I was there. I was there for Live. I was there on my own.
Do you remember them then?
Sorry?
Do you remember them?
Who?
The Killers.
No.
They were brilliant.
No,
they stole it. And then Robbie Williams went on after them and nicked a line from their song and was trying to get the crowd going in a Freddie Mercury style. So you told you wouldn't remember.
Well, no, I don't remember that.
Well.
And I didn't pay for it. I was free. So that shows how much...
I won the lottery thing.
I got paid to be there.
Well done.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I was there with my sister and her husband and Dylan, who was a baby at the time. And I'll tell you what I do remember. I remember David Frost, Sir David Frost, coming up to Ivan, who had Dylan in a like a papoose, not a papoose, but a thing, and saying what a lovely baby he was.
Oh, I missed that bit.
Yeah, you missed that bit, but you remember this, right? Remember the crappy bands that played there?
I remember the show, yeah.
Remember the crap bands, but you don't remember David Frost, Sir David Frost, saying that my nephew was a beautiful baby.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, mate.
Would you put the whiskey down?
Oh, I need a pee, and the stories I've got are not great, and we've got no phone calls. We've got 30 minutes.
I've got no internet either.
No, I know. This leads us in a very dark position. I tell you what, we're going to play an advert for one of my colleagues. Here we go.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here we go. This is, well, I was going to say this is a nice story. Actually, it's not. It's a really sad story. I take the word nice back, but it's an inspirational story. That's what I meant to say. A young mum battling cancer has put. She's written a bucket list, and you kind of think, well, we should all write a list of stuff that we want to do. Lists are really good. When something's written down, it makes it easier to visualise it and to do it. A young mum battling cancer has put making love under the stars on her bucket list. You can cross that off yours several times, Katherine, I've been told. It doesn't appeal to me at all doing it outside. No. Not a thing. Abbie Colvin, this is really inspirational story, actually. Abbie Colvin, who delayed chemotherapy so she could have baby Oscar, also wants to learn pole dancing and swim with sharks. Again, the swimming. I've got a real thing since Australia of going underwater. I can't do it now. I go swimming with the boys. Every time they come over, we go swimming now. And I can't go underwater. Cannot do it. I mean, I sort of can for a couple of seconds, but I just feel so constricted and... I obviously can't breathe. I can't do that thing where you breathe out. I can't do it. It's awful. I'm getting nervous now thinking about it. Isn't that funny? I was never a great swimmer before anyway, and I was never...
No, but that trial was horrific. Underwater. That trial
it was horrendous, and it has effed me up, man. Surprised. It's to the point where I'm just being with and the boys splashed me with water. I said, boys, please don't. Don't like it. It's horrible. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? So the thought of going down in one of those shark cages... No. Student Abbie, she's only 21, look, also hopes to get a first-class degree, go skydiving and see the age for cervical smears. I've said cervical right, haven't I? Cervical.
Well, some people say cervical.
Both are right, aren't they? Both are right.
Potato.
See the age for smear test lowered from 25. Her sister Christy said she holds her head high. The age is 25. I suppose the theory being what? You're more at risk the older you get. Is that?
I guess.
But obviously you can get it if you're younger than that.
Yeah.
Can you request one younger than 25 or not? She says she wants to see the age for cervical smears lower from 25.
It's a rare thing, I guess, that someone would request one.
You wouldn't.
It's like you going and asking for... the fickle finger of fate.
Well, I'm the age now to do that.
Yeah, but going in at 21 saying, could you go and check me out? They'll probably...
Well, when I did go in a couple of years ago to ask for it, they said that was because I was kind of stressed anyway. They said no, because it would just worry you, and it's not actually that accurate. Well, anyway. Okay, well, this is interesting. Her sister Christy says she holds her head high and has the happiest spirit you could ever imagine. She keeps fighting for her little miracle baby. Abbie from Poulton, Lancashire, discovered she had cervical cancer in January 27, but she put treatment off when she unexpectedly found she was pregnant. Man. After Oscar was born, she had 3 rounds of chemo as she studied biomedical science at Manchester Metropolitan University. But her family fears she may not live to see another Christmas and has begun raising funds. Christy said she wanted to help Abbie make memories with all her favourite people in the world. But then they don't put the link. I'll read her bucket list in a bit, see if there's anything in there that because I think we should all do something like that. But they don't put the link for the to where you can give money to. That's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a bit dumb.
I mean, I'm guessing you can Google her and there'll be something somewhere.
Let's have a little look. See, so it's Abbie Colvin, because I can do it on my phone. That's a missed opportunity. Well, let's see if we can find it and tell people where it is. Abbie Colvin fundraising. Here we go. Colvin fundraising. Let's see if it's on the Mirror website. The link. She's only a kid, 21, isn't it? Come on, guys, there's got to be a link to this. It seems... Oh, you can donate to the fundraiser here. It's right at the end of the thing. So, it's... Okay, well, I don't know how you would say that. I guess if you look up Abbie Colvin...
Colvin.
Yeah, I mean, I found it at the bottom of the Mirror story, but there's no. So what is it? 2 years. So this is it from her sister. 2.5 years ago, my little sister got diagnosed with cervical cancer. She was 19. She got told she wasn't able to have children as she had to have a hysterectomy. Little did they know that the day of the surgery, she found out she was pregnant. My God! Which then brings me to everyone's little bundle of joy, Oscar. Abbie refused to have treatment as she didn't want to harm the baby. So 9 months later, Oscar came along, which meant that Abbie was able to begin her treatment again. From then until now, it's been nothing but bad news after bad news. Ah, man. The cancer has increased in stages as the weeks go by, and the cancer keeps spreading to different parts of her body. She's currently having radiation and chemo every week to try and even give her a chance at life. Ah, what a woman. What an inspiration. I'm going to read... this goes on a bit. I'm going to read as much as I can because this goes on a bit, but I think it's incredible, actually. Not only does this girl get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go and work to earn at least a little bit of money to provide anything her gorgeous baby needs, she also goes to university in Manchester and is studying to be a doctor, passing all her grades with a first, all the while looking after a 1-year-old baby. Her loved ones around her see her when she's unable to even lift her head off the pillow because she's so weak from treatment, her bald head because she lost all of her hair, or that she now wears size 0 clothing because she's lost that much weight. But no one would ever know as she holds her head high and has the happiest spirit you could ever imagine. She never lets anyone around her feel down and sad, and that's exactly why she keeps such a brave face and powers on. She has posted her bucket list of things she wants to do. Oh, right, so this is what the money's for. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right, so she has posted a bucket list of things she wants to do as life is too short and has been told she might not see another Christmas if things keep going the way they're going. She wants to make memories with all her favourite people in the whole wide world and take her baby places while she's still here and can. So I thought it would be a good idea to set up this page so that hopefully we can raise even a small amount of money as any little helps to help her tick things off her list. Right, well, first of all... Right, we'll have a break in a minute. I'm going to give a couple of quick because how can you not? And then I'm going to tweet it. What an amazing story. What a sad story. What a woman. What a human being. That's incredible. That's incredible. The story in the paper doesn't quite give the extent of how remarkable a human being she is and how remarkable her family is. Let's do the some of the things on her list, and then I'll tweet the link during the next ads. So this is her bucket list. Learn pole dancing. Do 1 pull-up. A Mexican party. Run race for life. Get a first in degree. Oh, these are lovely. Get married. Be Christie's, that's her sister, maid of honour. Learn to ice skate. I wouldn't bother. There's no... Ice skating is not fun in any way.
I love ice skating.
Oh, no. It's painful. It's horrendous. No, it's not fun. It really... last time I went ice skating, I fell over directly on my anus, like the actual hole. And it reverberated around my body.
How can you fall onto your anus?
Directly onto it.
Did you had a prolapse or something?
Directly onto it. See the Northern Lights. Swim with sharks. Ride an elephant. Eat Italian in Italy. Oh, that's a good one. There's nothing like the pizzas and the ice cream. I would get that one first, Abbie. Forget the ice skating. See pyramids. Learn calligraphy, visit Disney World, Florida, visit London, learn Spanish, holiday with Oscar, it's her baby, watch, watch the sunrise with Joseph, which I think is her partner, have sex under the stars, go skydiving, campaign to get the smear test age lowered, leave £5,000 for Oscar, family holiday, see Ariana Grande live, oh man, mend broken relationships. Wow. What an inspiration. I'm going to tweet the link. Let me work out how I can tweet the link from my phone. And, there's never any pressure. If I tweet a link, you want to join in, you're welcome to. And if you don't want to join in, you're not welcome to. Nigel, stay there. You'll be up next. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
You talk to Nigel, because I balls that up, and I'm trying to work out how to do this thing. I'm not very good at computers, as you can tell.
Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Katherine.
Hello, you're right.
No, I rang up to say I'm in a bit of a state at the moment, really.
Why? What's going on?
Shall I explain? Well, because I paid all my bills, I paid the poll tax last out of my bills, and now I've got no money for food till next Wednesday, and I shouldn't have paid so much on the bills. I can't. I've tried selling things, but I've got to go back tomorrow. Try and sell a teapot in Maidstone for a bit of cash, but I can't seem to sell anything at the moment. And I pawned a ring and got £20 for that earlier and spent the money, but you have to buy the ring back, you know, for food. But I've got my mum's wedding ring. I can't get off my finger at the moment to pawn that for some money. I can't seem to get it. I think my finger's got fatter. But anyway, and I couldn't get, you know, to try and get money off the benefit money, a special amount to go on with till the next one. I couldn't get that either. So I just, you know, I've got £1 to my name until next Wednesday, you know.
Oh, blimey, you are in a pickle, Nigel.
Yeah, so I won't be able to eat hardly anything for a week, nearly a week. But yeah, you know, they just don't care, even if you've just lost your mum, do they?
Have you spoken to the council about the situation you're in?
So yes, I rang them several times. The job centre, the benefit office I spoke to, right. And they won't give me an emergency payment. It isn't fair, is it? I've never been without any money before, you know.
Oh God. Right.
You know, it's been worrying me for hours and hours. I just don't know how to get any money.
No.
For food, you know, just for food. And I can't buy even a toilet roll, you know, because I haven't got enough money to buy a toilet roll.
Right, Nigel, don't pawn your mum's wedding ring, because you won't get anything. You won't get a fraction of what it's worth. All right?
No. You buy it back with the money that.
I know how pawning works, Nigel. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because don't do it with anything else you want. Don't do it with your mum's wedding ring, because you might not get the money to get it back.
No.
So don't do it.
Of course, I've already got one ring that I've got to get back, which she bought me a gold ring.
Well, then that's fine. All I'm saying is don't do it with the wedding ring, right?
No, I'm going to try and sell in a second-hand shop. I'm going to try and sell a teapot, which is rather good that she has.
You won't get much for a teapot. Are you friends with the local vicar?
Yes, I went up to him a couple of days ago when I said, I'm not the man to speak to about money. He said he wouldn't give me any money.
Okay, could you ask him for some food?
Oh, no, he wouldn't give me anything at the time. No.
That's the man of God for you. That's Christian. That's a very Christian attitude to not give a man who's struggling a bit of food. Yeah. Okay.
How do you get put in touch with the food bank?
You need to be referred.
I'm a long way from the town, so it's hard to keep going into town. I've only got a bicycle.
You need to be referred, don't you, by social services?
Don't you?
Is it a token?
Social services are not coming to see me for a couple of weeks because the people have gone on holiday that are going to sort it out, the benefit out.
Is there anyone you can ask for? So when are you going to get money?
Next Wednesday.
Okay, all right. So we've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, you've got 5 days, right?
4 days or something.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Is there not anyone who can give you a loaf of bread, you know, a dozen eggs and some bacon or something?
No, I buy those dinners that only cost £1.40 to go in the oven, you know, sausage and chips or something. That's what I normally buy because it's cheaper.
Well, there's cheaper ways. This is the thing. There's cheaper ways of eating than that.
Well, I've got soup as well. I've got a tin of soup, which is okay.
So how much food have you got in the house?
All I've got at the moment is one dinner in the fridge and a tin of soup. Yeah, that'd be all right for one day, a day or two, anyway.
Right. If you go to your GP and ask to be referred to a food bank, they can do it.
Yeah.
Can you make an appointment?
I could go to one when I go and try and sell that teapot, couldn't I, to a food bank?
No, you need to be referred. So someone in authority needs to give you a voucher.
You need to make an appointment with your doctor.
Well, that's not till Monday because it's weekend now.
Yeah, OK. Well, on Monday morning, you need to go to your doctors and you need to demand to be seen.
Yeah. I tried all my friends, and no one seems to have got any money anyway. Lots of people haven't got any money to give away. But.
This is what I was worried would happen. This is what I was worried.
Well, I shouldn't have spent so much on the bills. Like, get £30 for this, £20 for that, another £20.
So has all your money gone?
On bills, yeah.
Right. So what happens?
I didn't want to get behind with the bills.
What happens when the next set of bills come through? Where are you going to get the money for them?
Well, what I can do, I 1 week is not going to make much difference to some of the bills because they know they're going to get some money the following week.
Well, okay, but when the next electricity bill or gas bill or rent comes through, where are you going to get the money to pay them?
Well, when I get
because didn't you have? I thought you had a couple of grand or something.
No, it all went on bills, like to catch up with the bills that Mum owed, you know.
Well, what about when the next set of bills come in? What are you going to do then?
No, it's okay. Once I get my benefit money, I can pay the electricity, which is only £30 a fortnight. That's the basic.
£30 a fortnight? That's £60 a month.
Yeah, but then I had a rebate not so long ago because I was paying too much. I think they've got it all muddled up, to be honest. I shouldn't be paying so much.
You need a responsible adult. You need
when
help.
the social service is going to look through my bills to sort it out, they'll be able to help me, won't they? The social service.
Yeah, you would think so. But they're telling you that there's someone's away for 2 weeks.
By the 24th of March, they're supposed to be ringing me.
You need to phone them up and tell them you've got no food.
Yes.
And that you've got no money.
Yeah.
And that you're pawning your mum's heirlooms.
Well, I have spoken to them during the week, and they said they couldn't do anything at the moment.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway, not to worry. It's not your problem. I'll manage. Don't worry. I might be able to sell a teapot for about a tenner or something.
Mate, you might be able to.
I mean, I don't spend much. I mean, £10 would last me at least about 3 days. Because I only want one meal a day and a couple of drinks. That's all.
Yeah. Mate.
I just feel so sad.
Have you told your brother you're going through this?
Yeah, he's listening to the programme now. He listens to the show every night, and they haven't got any money to send me.
No, but maybe he can help you speak to the right people about getting something sorted out so you're not doing this every month.
You need a grown-up. You need a grown-up, Nigel, that can help because this is going to keep happening and it's going to keep happening. And
well, the problem is that I can't keep up with the bills.
No.
I know, you know, they just keep mounting up. They just keep mounting up all the time. Yeah, I better go. I don't want to keep talking about the same subject, but I'm sorry to hear about what you were speaking about before. You know, the people with cancer.
Right, Nigel.
Yes. Oh, can I just tell you something, Iain?
Yeah.
Iain.
Yeah.
I keep falling asleep very quickly now. It's draining my brain. All the bills are going round and round in my head. As soon as I've had a little bit to eat, I start to fall asleep.
Right, listen, here's what we're going to do, right? We haven't got time to do it now, okay? Can you phone us to tomorrow night? We're on tomorrow at 10.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can you phone us tomorrow at 10?
Yeah, you're on tomorrow, on a Saturday.
Saturday night, we're on just once at 10.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, okay.
If you phone us, we haven't got time to do it now because the show's coming to an end and it will take ages to set it up. And we haven't got the internet.
No.
I haven't got the bloody internet, have we?
No.
Right, Nigel?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know your full address?
Of course, yes.
With the postcode and everything?
Yes.
Right. Are you going to be in Sunday afternoon?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
If you want me to be.
I do want you to be. I'm going to hand you back to Amy.
Yes.
And I want you to give Amy your full address and postcode and phone number, all right?
Is that the producer?
That's the lady you spoke to when you came on, okay?
The producer, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do tomorrow morning is I will do a little Tesco shop for you.
Yeah.
Right? And I will try and get the food delivered sort of. They won't deliver it tomorrow. I'm hoping they'll deliver it Sunday, but it might not be until Monday.
Okay. Oh, well, thanks ever so much.
So.
Well, you're going to pay for it?
Yeah. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you, Iain.
It's all right, but come on, buddy. Don't cry, because we'll sort this out. We'll sort this out. I'm not going to have you go hungry, right? You've provided us with so much entertainment. I'm not going to let you go hungry. Don't worry. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
I miss my mum so much.
I know you do. I know you do. And it can all get a little bit too much, can't it?
And I'm falling asleep, so I'm so tired.
I know you are. Listen, you're not pawning your mum's ring. Don't do that. I'll be angry if you do
I've
that.
had to sell everything that was worth.
Go on, Kath wants to say something.
Also, can you leave the details of the person you're speaking to in social services, and I'm going to make some inquiries.
So what we want, just to say, I'm going to hand you back to Amy. We want your full address and with your postcode and the phone number, please. Right. And also, if you know it, the name of the person at social services and which...
I don't know, because several people have run.
Okay, all right.
So you don't have one particular social worker?
No.
Okay, well, what we need to know, and don't say it on the air, say it to Amy, we need to know the name of the social services, like what your local council is. Do you know that?
No, I don't. It's just...
Don't worry.
Just social services is all I know.
All right. All right. You're in Maidstone, yeah? All right, don't worry. Listen, don't worry. Don't worry. We give Amy the address, and I'm sure we can work it out. Okay.
Okay.
So don't put the phone down. I need you to phone me tomorrow night at 10:00, though. Okay.
Yeah. What's that for?
So that I can just confirm that we've done it, and I'll let you know when the deliveries come in. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
But I'll pay for it. Some food will come hopefully Sunday, maybe Monday. It'll be paid for. You haven't got to worry about that. Okay.
Okay, thanks. God bless you.
Have you got, just to check? Have you got a microwave? Do you like cooking meals in the microwave?
No, I've only got an oven, not a microwave.
Okay, but if I were to get some ready meals that you could put in the oven,
yes,
you'd be able to do that, yeah?
Yes, of course. That's the ones I'm used to using.
And maybe a few tins of soup.
Yes.
Some bread and some eggs. Could you cook eggs?
And I drink Coca-Cola, like the little tins of Coca-Cola.
I'm going to get you some little tins of Coca-Cola. But can you cook eggs? If I got you some eggs.
Well, I don't need to eat. I don't eat eggs now because I just have a normal dinner.
All right.
Like sausage and chips.
Sausage and chips. All right. So I'll get you some ready meals you can put.
Sausage and mash.
I'll get you some ready meals you can put in the oven. Do you want some sweets and stuff?
I like some cakes.
Some cakes, all right.
And any sorts of cakes, yeah.
I'll do a shop that will last you until you get your money on Wednesday.
Till
okay?
Wednesday. Thanks ever so much.
Now, don't put the phone down.
I'll pay you back. I can pay you back.
No, listen, Nigel. This is my gift. My gift. All right. I'm going to hand you to Amy now.
Yeah.
And you're going to give her your address, okay?
Right. Thank you.
All right, Nigel. Don't worry, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
We'll speak to you tomorrow.
I'll bang you back to Amy now. We knew this was going to happen.
I know, but...
Because people like that, because they're with it to a certain extent, no one gives a shit.
No.
And they fall through the net. And listen, we've had a laugh with Nigel. We've had a good laugh with Nigel. Of course we have. And maybe sometimes we've laughed at him, I don't know. But who knows what was said with the vicar. But man alive, if a man of God is saying he won't even buy someone a loaf of bread, you know... People like that fall through the cracks, and... You don't hear about people like that until they're dead. That's when you hear about them. And here's the thing, more than happy to buy them, a Tesco shop. Of course I am. I ain't going to solve anything.
No, but social services need to step up because this is not good enough.
I ain't going to solve anything. That's going to paper over the cracks. That is a man who I think we all know is vulnerable. He's got his faults, right? But he's vulnerable and is not up to the job of looking after himself. And he's going to fall through the cracks. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Flippin' heck. That's Britain, guys! That's Britain! Dana, not Dana. Dana! I knew it looked like that, but as soon as I said it, it's like, that isn't right. Dana sent us a nice tweet.
Hey, Dana.
We get mentioned in the Radio Times. BBC local radio guy, Charlie Taylor from BBC Radio Somerset, did a little interview. Favourite broadcasters? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Iain Lee and his producer, Kelly Boyle, on Talk Radio. Every part of life is featured on their show. Charlie Taylor, he's 26, he's a baby. He's a baby. Charlie, thank you, man. That is really lovely. Thank you. That's very, very kind. We'll find Charlie and we'll send him a little tweet. That is absolutely... that's brilliant. I'm dead chuffed with that. Thank you very much, Dana, as well, for letting us know. Dana, where the hell have you been?
I've been wondering about you.
Dana's vanished. Dana's gone. Dana comes back with that. Thank you very much indeed. I'll do a little Tesco shop when I get home and see what we can sort out. Can we go look at Grandad coming in? So you're thinking, the door was open for ages. So where's he gone? And he's just gingerly coming through.
Yes, it's Killer Kel now.
We've got 35 seconds precisely. Is there anything you want to say?
Way too much. 35 seconds.
I'm going to fill 35 seconds to 4 hours.
Though. We had 2 letters. We had 2 letters this week. Two letters. Yeah. One very much in favour.
F you.
Yes. Very good. Yes, one very much in favour. One very much not so much in favour. So that's good. I mean,
of what? The show?
Yeah, the show.
We had one letter that was anti-Katherine.
Well, no, wondering why my husband lets me out.
Your letter, yeah. Well,
does your wife know you're out?
No, she thinks I'm in prison.
Listen, Martin is coming up at 1 o'clock. It's always good. Listen, we listen to it on the way home. And we will be back tonight. Me and Katherine will be live at 10 o'clock. They owe us a show. So that's what we're going to call it. They owe us a show. Stay tuned, though, to Martin Kellner at 1. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Digital debate for the UK.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.